Yeah, there was just like knowledge, music, vibes, energy, creation,
You're waking up,
brethren
you're
and
doing the 30
sistren.
push-ups.
Liberty, yeah, Hafiz, it's just like, it
What
was
was
a
that?
vibe.
Yo, you have to wake up and get your
Or it's just, you have to be
sense in.
fit naturally
That's-
from
that's-
just
You have
like
to do
the
the 30
living.
push-ups?
Yo, you have to do your like 100 push-ups and you get
100?
yo, bro, you
Okay,
get
I'm
your
not
sense
gonna lie.
in.
I've seen
Like,
a lot of Rasta man outside that don't look like they could do 100
Bro, they're
push-ups.
not living the life they're
right now,
supposed to
I'm
live.
having some conflict with what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie to you.
fam, I'm telling you, bro. I know some y'all, they
Can
wake
you
up.
like confirm what this man is saying to me right now?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's not adding up in my history of seeing things.
You're seeing Scarborough Rastas, they're different. Like, they
Hold
don't-
on, hold on.
And we're back. Your boy X, RIPMX, and everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram.
Money Mitch 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And tonight we got a special guest in the house. Introducing,
Stay relevant, Malcolm Emilio.
I don't know, I snap for niggas, bro. Welcome to Uncommon Sense.
Yes.
Poetry club, bro.
Fam, you don't see the man, I'm a righteous.
Right.
You can't give a little snap. Yeah, you're nice. You're
Big
in.
up yourself, see?
I might give thanks.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Righteous big one. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the podcast.
Yes.
Off the rip, I want to say it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, what you do, and how you got into the world of creation. Like, inform the audience of who you are and what you do.
Yeah, man, give thanks for life. Malcolm Emilio, this original man of creation. It's been intuitively expressing myself, just tapping into that creative energy a long time now. It's if you see me in the city out there with a canvas or painting on something, you know what time it is, So it's definitely a rebellion, a presence of resistance, a state of mind that I'm just using to make sure the next generation, knows living proof of it. So as an artist, that's one of the best ways to shake up the place and leave an impact. You feel me?
Got you. I got you.
That's why I'm doing what I do.
Awesome. And for those watching at home, just enlighten the audience with what kind of art it is that you do.
Okay. So
Like, what kind of artist are you?
primarily what I'm known for, I would say painting and sculpting, painting up the place. I got an iconic pattern that you might see all around the space. But outside of that, I've just taken the expression once again, just through all different mediums, mediums of expression, from interactive installation, from music, photo, fashion, video design, just different ways of creative expression that can just communicate that message. You feel me?
I feel you. And what would you say is your overall message that you're trying to convey or express through your art forms?
It's liberty. It's just preservation of the culture and really just just vitality for real. Just living proof of the energy, that positive energy for real.
I feel that. I feel it. When you say living proof of the culture, what culture is it that you are embodying? Just for those wondering at home, in terms of, a little bit of clarity.
When I speak of the culture, I just speak of anything that has its indigenous foundation, anything that represents, once again, resistance, revolution, anything that's front-facing decolonization, you feel me? So the culture, it has many different facets that it presents itself in right now. So
Okay. And out of curiosity, what what ethnic, like what culture are you from in terms of like ethnicity?
I was born in Toronto,
Okay.
I'm an anchor baby. My mother's from Chile and my father's from Barbados. So that's the Caribbean and then South America, and then both of them come into a blend so they could be here. So that's what's up. So,
All right.
yeah.
In terms of your art and your creative process, where would you find you draw the most inspiration from?
Naturally, I would say just from the heritage, my mother being from South America, it's a lot of indigenous foundations in that side of the world, a lot of the colors and a lot of the movement from the natural resources that are on that side, just the nature that reflects itself over there. And then you have the Caribbean, the fruits and just the sunlight, that's all the way that nature reflects the colors in the Caribbean. So I would say the Caribbean and South American color palettes and the lifestyle that comes with that. That's the main inspiration for the work that I do.
Valid. Have you spent time, I guess, an extended period of time in each of these places?
I have.
South America and the Caribbean?
Yeah, I have. Growing up, I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time out there and then just contribute to things too. Growing up, I skate. So I helped, creatively get one of the first concrete skate parks in the Caribbean. It's in Barbados. And then, in Chile, not so much getting to interact with it at the level of awareness that I'm at now. But when I was younger, just being able to connect with there creatively and express my art like throughout my family, painting on homes and painting on things that I left my mark on over there. So, but I would say throughout South America, I've done a lot of work in Colombia and Ecuador, some workshops, a lot of retreats, a lot of artist residencies. So yeah, all throughout South America, really, Peru.
Oh, that's dope. That's super dope.
Yeah.
Random is not even on topic, but I was like, do you feel more close to one side of your culture than another, or do you find like, you're a perfect balance, split in the middle?
Yeah, that's such a fire question. It's really it does become a balance too, because it never becomes more or less of each other, because it's always active reminders wherever you go. It's like, oh, like I'm a Rasta man, I'm Caribbean, or or okay, I'm an indigenous man, I'm from South America, so cuando estoy hablando en español and I interact with different spaces like that, and then when I'm speaking in English, it's just two different experiences that balance each other out,
Valid.
So you're fluent in Spanish?
I speak, read, and write. It's my first language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is your first language?
Yeah.
So even though you were born here, Spanish is your first language?
Yeah, I was born here, but at the time, like being raised with my grandparents, my mother, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents and they only spoke Spanish. So I learned that. And then by the time I got into school, then that's when I started learning more English and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
Makes
interesting.
sense. Do you feel like both sides of your culture embrace you equally?
Yeah, for sure. I think what you would think is that like, you're too black for the Spanish and you're too Spanish for the black, but it was never really like that.
It happens like that.
That's what I feel.
Some
It's a real
people's
comment.
experience is different, right?
It's a
So-
real yeah. And I felt like, of course, I can't say I've never felt that. You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
yeah.
But I would feel that wasn't the predominant experience for me. I felt like, just there was a really interesting synergy just between like the way my mom was received through my Caribbean side, and then vice versa, like how it was received. Actually, no, let me say some shit real quick.
Get it off, man.
I would say that like the South American side, like my mother's side that I was raised on, you could just tell that like it was like like I'm darkening up the lineage, or like you could tell I'm just like
be
they're
like-
like they're like
like-
he's like I'm the only one that looks like this in my mother's side. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just there like representing that presence, and I think that was
On your mother's side, is your family more fair skinned?
my mother from Chile. Yeah, she's more fair skinned for sure. Yeah, she's like you could tell
You were darkening
she's
it up. I was wondering,
right. Yeah, exactly. I feel like she's one of those women that if she speaks to you, she's a Spanish woman.
Right.
But if you might have just like passed her in the street, you'll be that's a white lady maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, I know those.
Mom, I know
Yeah.
you didn't want to hear that. My mom don't want to hear that. I didn't mean to say you look like a white woman, Mom.
I mean,
You do look like a South American, woman. But I just want-
But
just for the average person, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying?
Chilean.
But my mom's real. I want to make sure she does have a natural pride for that too, to actually get received for like a Spanish woman instead of being seen.
but I
like
certain
that.
things
But
you
it's
can't help. Like, bro, I've been.
right. We can't help
You
that.
can't
Of
help
course,
it.
you
Like,
can't
bro,
help
I'm
that.
light skinned,
I'm just
black, like Caribbean fully.
right.
But people
right.
still like people are still gonna perceive me as like, all right, you look biracial.
right. Like,
And you're upset about it. This is what it
right.
is.
Yeah, that's
I know that
natural.
I'm not.
Right.
But it's still like the perception of others we can't necessarily control. So if you optically look a certain way, it is what it is. You're in a very diverse place too, right? Toronto's a very diverse city.
Yeah.
How is it like bringing that like Rastafarian vibe to like South America?
Well, believe it or not, Rastafari is strong in South America. Like strong.
So
you know?
are you full blown identify as Rastafarian?
Oh, that's the question everybody wanted.
Well, not if I see your hat.
Yeah, not even. What's that movie? Like, if he was a Jamaican, would he be wearing that hat? You remember that shit?
That's not average everyday headgear, bro.
That's right. Well, first and foremost, my crown, right? So but that's the difference. Entering my consciousness as a young Rastafari, and maybe now where I'm at in my space, not necessarily needing to identify being a Rastafari without someone that may have full context of like the livity, and that's just because sorry to cut the
No,
eye,
go ahead.
but it's just like you being often spaces where you'd be like, yeah, I'm a Rasta, and then there's a whole bunch of people that may have a certain idea of what a Rasta is. So just for the refinement of making sure that I place myself correctly, I don't really need to fall under that label unless I'm reasoning with a Rastafari. You know what I'm saying? In that space. So it's like, I think naturally to also transcend all the layers and labels, I'm original man of creation. And that's really how I decided to move forward, because, you know, there's just so many different ways that we could show up to represent different layers of culture or consciousness that they come with a perception, you know? So I decided to create my own, which was the original man of creation. So if anybody wants to learn about that, it'll be something that I've written or spoken about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Shout out Perception Studios. Well, I'm about to ask you. So for those wondering at home, because you're talking about the concepts and the, I guess, the confines of what being a Rastafarian is, what are some of those, I guess, ideologies or ideas that people would try to attribute to, even though I've heard what you said, you're a man of self. But like, what are some of the, I guess, the more, I don't want to say stereotypical, but like common ideologies that people want to ascribe to you through this culture?
And it's natural too, because like naturally, if you see me down the street and you say, "Yo, Russ," all right, I'm gonna turn around. You know, I'm gonna identify. You know, you're gonna get a hail.
I know what you're talking about.
So they're pretending it's not you.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
not talking about me.
Who's he talking about?
I'm a man of creation. You don't see me,
right? But no, I feel like naturally, the present or the reference of my presence that I feel reminds people of, you know, Rastafari is the Ital, the livity, you know, the way I naturally show up and vibes up the place, you know. I feel like a lot to do with the resistance and revolution of the culture is showing up in a way that is like disrupting the norm, you know what I'm saying? So
can you explain for the viewers at home what the Ital is, like what it means to be Ital? Because there's a big, you know, the word has been popularized so much nowadays, but not in the right context. Like when people hear the word Ital, they're just thinking about their spliffs, you know?
Right. You know, the Ital's a livity, you know, and my articulation, you know, however anyone can receive this, but the livity is a 720 experience, you know. It's 360 overstanding for yourself and then 360 for the world around you, you know, and just it comes from not just the way you eat, but, you know, what you're listening to, you know, what you're taking in every day, your thoughts, just the way you engage in your personal environments, your external influence, that like how they come into play and to how you showing up, you know. So I think when it comes to Ital, it's about like the vitality in the life around you. You got plants living around you, plants that's growing, that's vitality, that's life force energy, you know. You eating living foods, that's living energy, you know what I'm saying? You around people and community, you sparking ideas, you building up networking, building up vibes, that's life force energy. So all of that I feel comes in terms with the Ital livity, you know. So the perception of it just being one thing too, is like nothing can ever be one thing.
Absolutely.
And everything is always going to be everything, you know. So I think, yeah, so the Ital is really just a full experience of how you eat it, and more so on how you eat it. It's like no preservatives, you know, minimizing the artificial, anything that's like processed, you know. We're trying to just eliminate the fake versions of things, you know. So more or less just your rooted, your mineral rich, like ground foods, or just things that you know is coming from earth, you know what I'm saying? Just engaging with life
basically like a
that.
more conscious way of navigating.
Yeah, you know, and that exists all around you, you know, this how you know, when you're moving around the space, you know, you head nod, you acknowledging people, you aware of your surroundings, all of that's an Ital livity, because, you know, we could be dormant to these things. We could just be, you know, in our own energy, and not to say you not Ital. Everyone has their own idea of Ital, just meaning vital. Vital meaning vitality. Vitality meaning life, you know. So it's really just these, like, the word just got shortened so many times to it's Ital, you know what I'm saying?
But I think it's important for people to understand,
energy.
right?
Yeah, for
So
real.
do you eat meat as a part of that diet?
16 years. I've you know, no meat, you know. I don't eat no egg, no cheese, no cream, no milk.
So you're
know,
completely
no,
plant-based.
butter. You know what I'm saying?
Is that associated to being Rasta, or is that a personal choice that has no relation to,
you know,
livity, as you say?
Well, naturally, it was a personal choice influenced by, you know, the livity of, you know, I elder Rastafari, who even in that time, like how that concept may have become fortified was the resistance of the Rastaman going up into the bush and then, you know, eating from what was there. You know what I'm saying?
Eating
so
off the
that
land.
becomes, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then building up, planting up in vibes. So I think all of that now just, like I said, it was influenced by, you know, the ancient Rastafari, but actualize, but my own personal decisions of how I'm gonna exist like in this vessel. You feel me?
So how did you become Rasta? Were you born into this? Is this like this is passed down to you through family, or did you discover this on your own?
No, I would say for real that I was in Barbados, you know. I had so because I skate too, I was in Barbados, and I'm gonna shout his name every time, Paul Wilson, you know, Rastaman from Barbados who runs the skateboarding in Barbados, just like an OG skater in Barbados. But he let me stay at his spot one time. I was like 17, I think. I was 17, and it was a Rastaman's house, you know, and I just saw what was happening. Yeah, I saw
Can you
what was
describe
happening
for the audience what a Rastaman's house
Yo,
looks like?
in that time, I'm just, you know, there's a lot of red, gold, and green, a lot of, you know, pictures of His Majesty around the place, a lot of books, you know, a lot of fruits, a lot of Ital, a lot of different kinds of herbs, learning how to just cultivate medicinal herbs, you know, not just, you know, the ganja, but yeah, there was just like knowledge, music, vibes, energy, creation, you know,
You're waking up,
brethren
you're
and
doing the 30
sistren.
push-ups.
You know, liberty, yeah, Hafiz, you know, it's just like, it
What
was a
was that?
vibe.
You
Yo,
talking
you have to
about?
wake up and get your
Or it's just, you
your
have to be
sense in.
fit naturally
That's-
from
you have
just
to
like
do
the
the 30
liberty.
push-ups?
Yo, you have to do like 100 push-ups and you get
100?
yo, bro, you get
Okay, I'm
your
not
sense
gonna lie.
in.
I've seen
Like,
a lot of Rastaman outside that don't look like they could do 100
Bro, they're
push-ups.
not living the life they're
right now,
supposed to
I'm
live.
having some conflict with what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie to you.
fam, I'm telling you, bro. I know some y'all, they
Can
wake
you
up.
like confirm what this man is saying to me right now?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's not adding up in my history of seeing things.
You're seeing Scarborough Rastas, they're different. Like,
Don't do my section like this. Bro. Don't do us like that, bro.
Cover Rasta them are different still.
Yeah, when man was hungry on the east, what are you talking about, bro? What is
different
this?
over there, bro.
That's rough, bro. I don't like this.
Yo, that's hilarious. But yeah, you already know there's just so many different aspects. I feel like I done.
No, you're good.
I hope I kept it.
No,
in,
yo,
you
you're
know,
good,
So
you're
the
good.
push-ups is that's a verified.
Stay healthy, man.
Just
every morning
having
thing.
to be fit is a part of it. But then you also realize when you in the liberty and you cultivating your food and you harvesting and you tilling the soil, you in nature, you
can't even be
collecting
fat.
some bamboo, you go into the spring to get
But
water.
that's
you
one
know,
thing.
it's
I don't see any fat guys that's like Rasta. I haven't seen that.
That's not adding up, bro.
But the 100 push-ups a day physique, I haven't seen that either.
So basically, you
Like,
didn't see no D's Ross.
No.
But you didn't see no fat Ross.
Yeah,
there's a lot of balance, and it makes
Balance, you
sense.
see
It
it?
makes sense
You see
based
it?
on what's being said.
Bare
Yo,
balance.
this is hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Bare
That's
balance.
hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of balance, bro.
Some
See,
peanuts and push-ups.
While we're on being Ital and Vital, yo, isn't it expensive?
What's expensive?
To be, you have to eat the. Did you
I'm
not
not
hear
lying,
what?
a lot of Rasta I see are very frugal.
Nah,
fam. I don't know what you're
this
talking
Man
about.
said
This is
no
what I-
preservatives and bare things. I'm like, yo, that's kind of adding up. Like,
Nah.
them
You
are
know
old.
what's
Depends how you do it.
You know what's expensive when like
Organic.
I think because
It's
see
Ross.
in life, you know the one thing you always have to pay is attention, and the price that you pay when you pay attention will make everything like not cheaper, but it makes it sustainable.
Justified.
And paying attention is like when you learn one thing once, you ain't gotta like know it every time. You just gotta know what is. And then you start trial and error and finding what's right for your body. You know what is and what isn't. And then you also start navigating the space. Like I don't go to grocery stores. You know, I'm at the markets. In Toronto, we're very, very lucky to have an Indian market, an Asian market, an African market, a Mexican market. You know what I'm saying? There's just I hope I didn't leave out any of my markets out there, but you know, we got a lot of markets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, just showing some love to the fact that we have the opportunity to, you know, eat things that are in season in other spaces because how diverse Toronto is, you know, we got access to a lot of that stuff. So yeah, it don't gotta be that expensive. And also if you do have a little piece of backyard or a piece of access to somewhere to grow a little something, yeah, you can get active, you know what I'm saying? For the few months of the year, of course, you know, but at least knowing that there's other ways of implementing the liberty too. Like I sprout a lot, you know. I like to sprout grains, you know. So I'm sprouting quinoas, lentils, amaranth, just different type of grains I like to sprout. And then I'm also just fermenting stuff too.
Oh,
you
that's
know
super
what I'm saying?
good for your
So
gut health.
essentially, yeah, just finding different ways to build up and use things. So I get my juicer. We're gonna juice all of that, and then we're gonna take the pulp and we're gonna make some muffins, some bread, some cookies, some fritters. You know what I'm saying? So everything kind of just
Nothing get
keeps
waste.
going. You know,
So one thing is multiple things.
it can be. You know,
Okay.
And
if
you
you pay
take in-
attention. You know
If
what I'm
you
saying?
if you take how people live, realistic, like the average person, yo, people are very wasteful.
Yeah.
So like,
100%.
and
like
gluttonous too. Yeah.
People aren't aware that people like navigate with they're not that conscious while they're
No.
yeah.
they're just doing things, like
Yeah.
going through the motions. You know what I mean? So like back to what the man saying about like paying attention. Like fam, if you take in like everything, every dollar that you're spending, you're conscious of what you're doing instead of just going out and eating a bunch
That's
of
what I'm
fast
saying.
food, going to the club, buying bottles, buying expensive clothes. Like think how fast money could go. And then after you done burnt the money on a bunch of foolishness, you're like, yo, fruits?
You know
You
what
can't
I'm saying?
afford
I
to
don't
buy
think
fruits.
people want to even
Like, you
take
know
the
what I
time
mean?
to
Like,
learn how to grow.
And well,
Well, so
that's
it's about living with intention, I find too.
Yeah.
Right?
And
A lot of
bulk,
people
too.
navigate with no form of intention, right? People are just there aimless. No, it's true. People are just
It's a
there
fact,
aimlessly
though.
kind of just dwindling about their day, talking about, oh, Lee, okay, McDonald's.
Like you're gonna tell a man, yo, McDonald's, or like, yo, here, come plant this. He'd be
No,
like, "That's how I
but you have to
gotta come
understand. No,
Nah, it's more
even in
than that,
certain,
though.
So no, even in certain
I know
concepts,
that.
fam, it's the way a lot of people have been conditioned under certain like programs or presets, for example, and like the way we look at food, for example, is a big indicator of such. So someone will see, like for example, when it's early on in watermelon season, I'll spend $20 on a seeded watermelon, no matter the price. Now it's gone down a little bit; it's about $10. Respect, shout out to watermelon stuff, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, you will justify that because you know what it is you're putting in your body. Where someone would be like, "Yo, I can buy a whole meal. I can buy a whole hamburger combo or some shit
I'm
like
not
that."
thinking long term.
They're not thinking long, but it's like, yo, they'll also look at that same watermelon as this is not food. This is just like people don't look at fruits and certain things as like food to consume that's going to fuel. People look at it like a snack or a byproduct or something that's just there. To,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Whereas like man like me, if I'll eat a whole watermelon in a day, that's a substantial meal, and then maybe eat like one solid meal. You get what I'm saying? But it's like the way you perceive such things, it dictates a lot of how you spend and go about navigating it. So if you don't feel like fruits and vegetables and eating raw or Ital is adequate, like, oh, that's not going to fuel me. I need steak or I need meat or I need some cooked kind of food. Like that mindset alone will deter you from
Because
certain
there's a
things.
lot of people
Right.
like that. They're just like, I
to
want
be
steak.
fair, like comparing a steak and watermelon is kind of like,
But I didn't compare it. I compared the watermelon to the Happy Burger, to the Happy Meal.
even then, fam, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot more calories.
No,
in
I feel
Happy
you. And
Meal.
like, yo, calorically
to be
for sure, right?
practical, I'm not gonna lie.
But
that
here's the
would
thing,
fill
but
somebody more.
The awareness though, like what's
give
going to
you
make you
the
feel
toys.
better? Buddy, the watermelon. I don't know. For me, at least, whether I'm eating a McDonald's
Oh,
Big Mac
no,
combo
like,
or I'm
are we
eating,
talking about hunger? Like, bro,
I'm
I
talking
don't want
about
to eat McDonald's
fueling my
either, but
body.
I heard you
I'm
talk
simply
about
ta-
watermelon or like
you have
burger,
$20. You have $20. What are you gonna buy? A burger and fries from McDonald's? So hypothetically, what are you gonna buy? You have $20. You're gonna buy a burger and fries from McDonald's. You're gonna buy the one big ass seed of watermelon that can feed you a couple days.
Yo,
And you still got change.
if I'm shaking it, buddy, I'm probably getting the burger.
See, I'm gonna buy the watermelon regardless.
See, that's what
I'm
the
not
Scarborough
gonna
Ross's
sit,
thing.
and yo,
That's
buddy,
what I'm
I
saying.
eat a lot of fruits, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like that replaces the meal, fam. I have that.
But I
in
care
me.
more
I'm not
about
gonna
like
lie
fam.
to you.
I just like I don't like.
I was talking about when people do other things in excess, like you spend a lot of money on clothes. You know what I mean? Like you don't need expensive clothes. You go wear there's alternatives. You know what I mean? You don't have to buy liquor. You don't have to have a $700 car payment every month. You could have bought a cheaper car. You know, people will do a bunch of stuff like that and then complain about the fruits and stuff like that. But if it's my last $20 and it's a burger or watermelon, fam, I'm not wronging a man for getting the burger. I'm gonna
No,
get the
for
burger.
sure. I'm getting a watermelon. That's all I'm saying. Man, like me.
I would just love to see that play out in real life.
Fam, I have like, bro.
I'm not
I,
getting the burger.
See a man like, should have got that burger.
nah, I really fam. The watermelon's heavy, boom. Anyhow, moving forward. I would say, who are some of your favorite artists or creators that motivate or inspire you? Because you are creative in the space.
Artists like painters or
Painters,
artists in general,
expressive
like just
painters,
creatives in general.
I say creatives. Because your art didn't seem to be one dimensional. You
Right.
listed a myriad of things.
Okay, I'll first and foremost Saul Williams.
Saul Williams. What
Saul
kind of art does he do?
Williams.
I'm not familiar with Saul Williams.
Y'all gotta tap in. If you know. Shout out my big brother Saul Williams for sure. That's the OG.
Musician?
He's everything. You know what I'm saying? You could remember y'all remember Def Jam poetry back in the
Yep.
day?
Yeah.
He probably had some of the most legendary like poetry slams on that. But yeah, the next person I would say Rise in Power, Ras G, African Space Program. That's one of the next people I would say. It's definitely set foundation of my work and inspired a lot of what I represent. Ross Ben is one of my elders. He's written a lot of books that have definitely like locked me in terms of like the work that I do and given me that, like, you know, when you say something, you want to know that there's something behind you that you can stand on or something. Like, you're not just saying it off like your own intuition. Like, a lot of his books had like made me feel so rooted in like the work that I was doing. So yeah, Ross Ben. So that's 3 people right there. I could keep flowing. I could name a couple more just so people can have a list of these people to go and look up. Actually, perfect. I'm gonna just drop a list of people, and I hope that everyone gets a chance to tap in with these people's work, because they're a list of people that have really inspired my work. I like to say Dr. Jewel Pookrum. Yeah, Dr. Jewel Pookrum, Pookrum, Dr. Jewel. She is well known for her talks on the 7 circuits of the brain and how she interacts with just like, you know, a perspective on how to navigate life. You know, she just says some really cool stuff. The way she articulates it is real fresh. Dr. Suzar, another elder who transitioned but had left some really sacred knowledge. Dr. Suzar.
How you spell that?
Suzar. Suzar.
Okay.
That's, you know, those are just ones off the top right there that really just, you know, I could say another living one right now, Baba Haru in NYC. I got to interview with him and share my work with him when I was just coming into this whole knowing of myself in these works for real. Yeah, there's Dr. B Serious, you know, that's a doctor, like DOCTAH B Serious, you know. That's someone that is definitely activating. Credo Mutwa, CredoMuthwa. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Those are just some real sacred people that existed on this planet that left certain, you know, artifacts, art. They're architects, sculptors, playwrights, visionaries that just left some really like thought-provoking, you know, just inspiring work that I felt has just really inspired everything that I do. So yeah,
Valid. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Do you feel like have you written a book?
Yeah, not in the structure of a book, but yeah, I've written books of like my affirmations and compiled them. But
So
I
are you
haven't
thinking
presented
about
them
putting
out.
anything together?
Yeah, there's some stuff definitely on its way out. Definitely, like, there's a book that's gonna come out with 15 years of my artistry. So
Okay.
yeah, that's coming out next year. Everyone look out for that. It's coming out with link in bio, Black Publishing Spot, my good brother. But yeah, look out for that. That's
Dope.
next year. But yeah.
Cool.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, what is one of the biggest challenges or obstacles you face when it comes to creating or expressing? I'm sure everyone goes through some form of rut or difficulty or, you know, challenge.
Nah.
No, you're good?
Nah, yeah, I'm unlimited. I'm infinite. From I was a certain age, I got kind of kicked out of school at an earlier age, you know, like 16, and
Never went back since?
no, I went a few times. I tried to get, you know, the GED from moms. You know what I'm saying? You know, those
Gotta
ones.
do
You
that.
know those ones. And I tried, and actually, you know, everyone loves this shit, but my art kind of something happened when I tried to go get my GED. I was at the adult school, and the substitute teacher, she actually saw me with paint on my pants, and she's like, "Yo, like, I'm an art collector. Like, you painting?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, and I sent her some photos of it, and she just started buying my art.
Oh,
and
solid.
then instead of getting the GED, I just like started selling my art. And brought mom. I brought mom back. You know, I brought mom.
honest,
Teacher
that's-
redirected you.
Yeah, she read it. I was like, yo, I'm here to get the G. She's like,
Now I
nah,
know
you
what I
should be
wanna
an
do.
artist. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right then. But other than that, like, it just gave me confidence to know that I was just painting and
Yeah.
putting the paintings up in mom's house, so she knew I was doing something.
Valid.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, mom, I'm figuring it
You
out
didn't
right.
like try to present your work to nobody else before that?
No, I had never even. I was just painting so hard at the house, fam. And then from that day, I was like, somebody else wants this. Like this is supposed to go somewhere else.
They
like,
rate this?
I thought this was just gonna. I thought my mom would just, you know, was doing it.
How
for
much
moms.
did you sell the first one for?
The ones that she bought
Yeah.
3 paintings for $200 each, or like $250 each for 3
Not a bad
paintings.
wop.
Yeah. Trying to get that GED.
That sounds like a
that's
pretty
good.
solid start, bro.
I made the 6 bills. You know what?
I'll say what really sparked it too, and I don't feel no way of saying this. Like, mom's was kind of like not struggling, but you know, she doing her single mom's thing, right? And I was doing my painting thing, and my uncle saw what was going on, and he came and asked me to paint him like a 9-foot painting for his house. My uncle, he a little well off, you know. So he's like, "Yo, I want you to paint." And at that time, I was like, I'm painting paintings that's like, you know,
little
1x2, 1x3
yeah.
Dollarama joints, you know? He said, I need you to paint a 9-foot. So I got to build this 9-foot frame. And then basically he just ended up giving my mom's the funds, you know? And I thought that was like, that was real because it just sparked my whole idea of like, oh, I could really
There's value
I
in
could
this.
do this on that level.
Yeah.
But at such a young age, like I didn't really, when I started painting, I'm not knowing about no Basquiat or no, you know, I
you don't
wasn't
know
looking
about
at no Picasso. I wasn't looking at nobody. I just knew that this was something that I could do. And it's like, mom liked it. I liked it.
When did you
That's
realize
what-
you had like a vision for art like that though?
it was in all around that time. Like even like when I started painting the paintings for the house, that's when I knew it happened. Cause I just started painting. And I gotta say it too. I got a brother named Nicky Davis, you know what I'm saying? At the time, me and him are the only black skaters. You feel me? And I'm at his house one day. He just got a painting there. I'm like, "Yo, what's good with that?" He's like, "Oh, I painted that." I'm like, "What do you mean you paint? What do you mean?" I just didn't understand it, you know? He's like, "Come chill, we're gonna paint." And we went from like smoking and skating to now we'll smoke a little herb, we go skate, and now we go paint.
Right.
And then it just started happening. But then he just stopped. And I was like, well, I'm gonna run with this because I like this, you know. And I just kept that going. But I remember that homie being like the first brother I saw. Like I'm painting this shit. I had never seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was in the garage just painting. I was like, what are you talking about? Because even us skating was already like a thing, you know. That was already enough, you know. But then we just like started painting. I was like, oh shit, like. We're different right now. It's like we the only ones. Like I never see no one do this, and we would just start painting up our clothes. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody just wants that shit now. And it was like okay. And then now I just took it and I just made that my thing. So basically, because I got kicked out of the school at 18, I just needed to say I was doing something. So naturally, I would just say I'm a famous painter.
Come a little closer.
My fault. I would just say I'm a famous painter for real. Like it was just a natural thing for me to be like, when people are like, oh, like what do you got going on? I was like, oh, I'm a famous painter. I think I would just say that so my moms would feel like,
Oh, you're doing
like
something.
I'm doing something. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta talk it into the film.
Starting from the nigga in the house to the
But
I'm a
it's
famous
crazy
painter.
though.
I was
'cause,
really
like,
speaking that shit into reality though.
it
Like
worked out that way though. Like
I
none of
said
your
it
shit
so many
sounded planned.
times, fam.
You just painted because your brethren was painting.
I thought it
Then
was fresh.
you sold your first painting because you spilled some of that shit on your pants. You know what I mean?
Cleaning the shit off on my
just-
pants. You
And
know,
then your
people-
uncle just asked you to make him a painting.
Yeah, it's
Like
like step
you
by
didn't
step.
really
things-
like volunteer for none of that. Like it just found you type shit. And you were just
Essentially.
ready for it kind of
I just responded to it.
Yeah.
You know, because the responsibility is to like respond to the ability that you have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I knew that this was something. So as it developed into different opportunities, I just showed up for it and was just showed up as if I already knew what it was. Because I was like, yo, give me a blank canvas. I'll paint that. Like, I don't even got to think, what am I going to paint? It's just there. You know, and that's when I knew is also, shit, I got it. Because I ain't got to, like you said, I ain't got to be inspired. I ain't, like, it's there. You know what I'm saying? And that was the surrender right there where I was like, I'm going to just do this for the rest of my life because it's so natural to me, you know?
So that being said, do you fully support yourself through art or the crafts that you express and you put out?
Yes.
Or do you have an ulterior job?
Well, no, I exist in many different ways, but yeah, when I was 20 years old was the last time I worked a job. I was right there on the Burrito Boys on College, you
Oh,
know?
okay. Yeah,
I was
know
right
exactly what
there.
that is.
Yeah, I was managing the back of the house with this other homie, and I just quit mid-shift because a little piece of steak juice hit my beard, and I was out.
Unrighteous.
Yo, that was the most righteous reason for a quit I ever heard.
I'm just saying,
Not
like,
the beard.
I was
That man
out of
said
there.
state juice.
Can't buy this beard.
I'm out of there.
How long did you?
You were the manager. Like, how did you?
How'd you work there for so long without avoiding like some steak juice?
Somehow this shit never it never made me feel the way it did that
you
day.
were
Touch
done
the
with
maker,
that.
eh?
job,
that
man.
day
Man was done with this.
That
Like,
day
yo,
was
what?
just a different. it was a different feeling when it hit. I felt so disrespected. I just felt like, I was like, yo, I gotta get out of here, yo. I gotta get out of here. I was like, I gotta get.
I said, where'd the manager go? You felt disrespected.
I was like, where's the manager? I'm like, I am the manager. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here then. You know, I'm figuring it out. But the next day I woke up and I said, I'm gonna get it off my art. And I never worked for anyone again, but I've worked with a lot of people.
I respect. You know what? Speaking about that, can you tell us a bit about some of your collaborations that you've been involved with and how they came to be?
Yeah, give thanks for life. I appreciate that. Man, I give thanks. A really cool one was with Spike Lee. He did a film called See You Yesterday, and it became like the top film on Netflix for a couple years. But it was basically about a brother and a sister who they lose a sibling to gun violence, and they're like, we're gonna build a time machine and go back in time and like stop this from happening. I thought the concept was really fresh, and my homegirl who was doing the costume design for it, she asked me if I could do the customization to all the main characters, like clothes they was gonna wear. So I basically added my pattern and that pattern I told you about, did that to all of them. And yeah, that was a pretty cool collab just because I got to work with, someone that I had just seen doing their thing for so long. So that was really inspiring. Man, my brother Anwar Carrots, that's a legendary brother right there. He doing some really cool stuff. So in LA, right before the pandemic happened, I went to this mural that I had this mural on Crenshaw, this big mural on Crenshaw, and I went just off intuition, and I just, on the blank part, I had written all the medicine I could think of. I just wrote every medicinal herb I could think of, every mushroom, everything that was related to just like building up my immune system. And then I got on a flight, came to Toronto, and then the next day the world shut down.
Oh, shit.
So my homie Anwar hit me up like I think maybe a few months after that, and it was just like, yo, let's take that part that you did on the mural actually burnt down. They like burnt this mural down on some, we're not gonna get into that, but because the mural burnt down, we took that part of all the medicine on it, and we did blankets. We did a really cool capsule with that. So that's the vibe. If y'all know Carrots, Anwar Carrots, really cool brother out there. But yeah, even just getting to work with Chris Union, with Union Los Angeles at Social Studies, which was an event by Angelo Bach at Art Basel 2017. It's actually Virgil, Virgil? He did his first workshop at that pop-up that we did. So it was like, man, it was such a vibe. There's so many. If that wasn't his first workshop, all y'all sneakerheads ain't gotta quote me, but from what I heard, that was one of the first times he was showing up right in the names and stuff like that.
That's sick.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just the vibes from those collabs from being in LA, like getting to work with Mikael from Passport ADV in LA. Did I think that's just like more like corporate stuff. I feel like a lot of the collaborations that I feel, my brother Kez Namdi, is a reggae artist from Jamaica. Kez Namdi about to drop an album this month actually, but him and his family got a legendary spot in Jamaica called Skyline Levels up at Kingston, right up at the top of the hills there, and it's a legendary spot where so many musicians have gone and performed and all that, and they asked me to paint up the whole space up in there.
Oh, that's wicked.
So that's a pretty cool collaboration.
Absolutely.
Costa Rica has had the first black woman president in all of the Caribbean, Central America, right? Shout out Epsy Campbell. She last year she ended her 4-year term last year, so she ran her 4 years already. Shout out Epsy Campbell once again. But I met her last year, and then she hit me up and asked me to come to her house and paint a portal of protection in her home. So that was a pretty cool collab,
That's dope.
With Costa Rica. But, I got some stuff in Colombia. Nidia Góngora, she's a legendary musician out there, and she got a restaurant where they make viche, which is this indigenous fermented kind of like roots wine that they got, and I got to paint her restaurant out there.
Sick.
So I'm kind of just like, doing my thing around the world. And like,
so are people reaching out to you like via DM or via social medias and saying, hey, like, boom, I want you, I got a sick idea for you. Like, how does this come to happen? Or is it all organic off the strength kind of like,
Well, this is another thing. I'm going to just give out the the gem right here to all the younger artists, you know, because this is something I done put together for myself at a younger age. Like in my early 20s, like when I was 24, I was represented by, you know, I would say like one of the more reputable galleries in Toronto. It's in Yorkville, you know, it's a Jewish gallery, 50 years. They only ever represented like 3 people of color in their journey: Miles Davis, Billy D. Williams, and then I was the third one.
Oh, that's
So
big.
like, you know, because I had
Those
the
are big names,
I
bro.
give thanks, you know. So because I had the opportunity to do that from that earlier age, 24, 25, I already had like insights on how to navigate the art world. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what I could say to the next generation or to anybody that's even thinking about how you want to engage creatively with these brands. I have a workshop called Creative Currency that I run at my gallery. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave a link to that, and whoever wants to tap into that. But just like a quick insight is like, you know, taking your craft and your work, essentially, you know, picking what represents you the most, articulating your message, your reason, intention, and your purpose, and then finding all those places that reflect your lifestyle that are in a brand, that things that you like. So you want to think about furniture, you want to think about, you know, food, clothing, fashion, music, all these different expressions. And you find all those brands that are related to you, and you send out some emails, fam.
Okay.
And I would be telling homies that like, if you have an honest representation of yourself that like really just tells what you do very directly and clearly and shows your intention for how it is you can bring something to the space and what it is you're asking in return, it's really more or less about not just sending those emails, but when you meet in person, being able to like express yourself in what you do, like very naturally, you know. And that's what we was talking about before too. There's levels to the networking thing now, you know. Even living in LA, it's like you'll meet someone, and because the energy is more like what do you do off the bat, it's almost like you connect with someone, and you could be there already on some like, hey, you got your airdrop on, like let me send you this pitch, if you want to donate, I got 3 tiers of donations, you could be a hedge fund investor, like you could pitch on my project right now, and like
basically,
people move that type of networking, because opposed to here, you know, if we got an idea, we got to send an email to headquarters in LA per se, right? But in LA, like if I'm having lunch and we talk about doing something at Nike, after lunch, we're going to walk to the Nike building and go and pitch the idea. Right. So I think the terms of like how I chose to just strategize myself and exist in certain spaces, that's an art in itself. And every artist has to be able to have that type of artistic expression. It's like, it's one thing for me to make art. Now, am I art? And can I present myself as like my art? And, you know, when you represent like something that is such a influential, you know, part of what's happening in the world, like aesthetically, I know what it is people are looking for. I be on niggas' mood boards and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like when I realized not just the impact, but the currency that comes with that, that's when I'm able to present myself with these brands and say, all right, well, listen, if y'all trying to stay relevant, pun intended, you know, like this is a way that I have, and these are the people around me, creative agencies, and ways that we can present not just content, but how we can tell a story. And I think authentically, because I'm telling my own story in an honest way, all the opportunities, resource, brand, they just naturally gravitated to that. That's what magnetizes that energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's valid still, especially coming from here, for people to understand like how quickly things move when you get into certain spaces.
Right.
Because just being in Toronto and networking for other things, like whether like I used to make music, now we're doing content, or just even being around other people that like have their own endeavors, you know, things do move kind of slow here. People do a lot of talking before they act on something. Whereas, like you said, bro, you got to send an airdrop right now. You just met this guy 5 minutes ago. But and I don't think a lot of people that are in the creative space understand how quickly things move. So I think that was valid.
I think it's different too, right? Just the like a lot of the Canadian industries in the media space, we try to emulate what we see done in America, where it's like, yo, over there, buddy, it's the source. Like things happen, things are created, everything that the world wants to emulate, because America's got the greatest entertainment, the greatest media. Like they're the most influential across the globe. So when you're over there in the factory, in the source in America, I just imagine it makes more sense that things will happen immediately.
And it's a capitalist society. Versus Toronto, it's like
we're just capitalist junior.
Like basically, you know, we get money over here, but it's not to the same degree. Over there, it's like cultural. Like things need to happen now. You know what I mean? Over here, it's a lot of like red tape, regulations.
But even population-wise, we don't even. It's not even nearly as much. We don't even nearly have as much.
It's population, but it's also mentality. Because if you think of like a place like Chicago, they got a similar population to Toronto. You know what I mean? That's an American city. People make money over there.
Yeah.
People make business moves. So I'm just saying, within that culture over there in America, like especially in the entertainment, like
I still look at it like, even though
that
you're in
shit moves
Chicago, you're
fast,
still a
bro.
part of the American Mecca. Like you're still you're over there where
Easy
being-
to navigate still.
Yeah, like we're being Canadian, we're Canadian trying to branch our way and break through the American network. Like
There's not much till
I'm
we
not
can
even
branch
disagreeing
off
with
here,
that.
too.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Like you want, even if you're not in Canada, if you're anywhere in the world, you want to get to America.
Yes.
That's the center of everything, you know. But I'm just saying the mentality that exists there is like just faster pace.
yeah, 100%. Because the environment, everything there.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like you had to leave here to get where you are? Like you had to leave Toronto, you had to leave Canada?
No. Well, I don't think I had to. You can. You know when they say dance a yard before you dance abroad.
Right.
You know? Like
Yeah.
you see LA is a place where a lot of people from a lot of places, they go to LA to make it. You
Yes.
feel me? I made it in my own space before I went to LA. And I think that's important for a lot of people, is to make it in your own space before you go there. And making it could look like whatever it's got to look like for you. You know what I'm saying? But at least go with a rooted sense of self and what it is that you
So
know,
what did
going
making
to
it
share.
look like for you prior to the launch in LA?
Well, like before even I went to LA, it's like I did New York first. But even in Toronto, like I said, like I was 24, represented by like
Yeah,
the biggest gallery in Yorkville. You know,
just bringing it all.
now,
up.
like I kind of want to drop some numbers, but then I don't want to say certain things because
Talk your
it's like
shit,
people
man.
are like,
free.
Talk your
It's
shit.
like-
The more information, the better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the perception is so interesting, you know, because like even when like the people that know me because they see me in Kensington Market. You feel me? And
Word.
a lot of people, you know, when you meet someone in a certain space, especially it's like my natural habitat. Oh,
Yeah,
see me,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with the fruits. You see all the vibes up in
I
there,
fuck with
right?
Kensington heavily.
So then when I was represented by Yorkville, people wasn't really like,
Taking in.
it took so long for people to like take in what I was doing in Yorkville, you know? But what I did realize is in Yorkville, even the concept of me like breaking down barriers, you know, like in Yorkville, I did a show every year when I was represented by that gallery. And it wasn't the art on the walls that was the actual, like my show. I think the real concept was that I had like 150 people of color with a reggae sound system eating Ital food in Yorkville on Cumberland.
You're right.
That's never happened before.
It doesn't happen
You
often.
know what I'm saying?
Doesn't
So
happen at all.
at the even when I was 26, that was 10 years ago. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So even in that time, I was like, that alone is what is setting the precedence for the value of how I'm gonna represent myself outside the world, you know? And I think when I did become represented by that gallery, my work did become inaccessible to anyone that felt comfortably engaging with me like we're in Kensington. Because when people go to Kensington, you come for a bargain, you come for maybe to get a
it's a
deal, you come
market.
to get a vibe. It's a market, right? But when you go to Yorkville, I've seen the same homies buy a $2,000 suit or a belt or whatever at Gucci, but then come to me and tell me that $1,500 is something they could never pay for the painting.
Right.
So I was like, that's cool. But at least like you now know that when you see me, you probably only gonna ask me about Kensington because you're not ready to really talk money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, if you want to buy a painting, my painting's $15,000. But you wasn't trying to see me in that space. You was easier to see me as like Malcolm in Kensington, like,
Buying fruits.
you know what I'm saying? So I think that also, like, you know, the perception is really interesting. So when I say I made it, it wasn't the fact that I had sold a painting at that price for that at that time in my life. It was that I was able to perceive myself at a certain value
Know your
and be
worth.
able to know my worth and know what it is that I have, so that when I showed up to these places, I'm like, this is what I got. And if y'all want this, if not, okay, cool. Opposed to like getting somewhere and then them saying no and me just trying to like switch it up to make it work for them.
Right.
It was like, this is it and it's ready for the world now.
Right.
So that's really what made me, you know, I went to New York because it was like just closer and I felt like I wanted to know the speed of the East Coast because like New York,
Shit
you
moves quick.
open your door outside and it's
active.
happening.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
active.
So I love that. To me, that like that adrenaline, it got me inspired to just like make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I skate, you know, so
Yeah.
everything to do with like, you know, like Supreme and all the skate stuff, that's like I'm naturally a part of that world, you know? And then like the music and, you know, the more so like the spirituality, like red pill, blue pill, like I don't know if y'all know about Sonnetter TV and all like that stuff. Like there's a lot of different type of like like the high level conversations, like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
19
yeah.
key, all that stuff. Like, so a lot of that stuff was more in America. Like I wasn't seeing that here in Toronto. So
Yeah.
when I went to New York, I was more just pursuing that like higher consciousness of like what people's was talking about in real time, that I wasn't getting those conversations here, you know?
That's valid.
And then LA was more like, I just saw that that's where it was like the everyone there was just famous. And I was like, I'm famous. Like, let me just go where.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm like, let me go where other people that's like that is. And then I just went out there, and on the same, like the day I got to LA, it just started happening. Like I got the most stories, you know what I'm saying, about like, I've been living there for 7 years. You feel me? So it's just been a vibes, you know. So I don't think I needed to go there to do it, but I wanted to naturally, because there's a comfort zone that could get you too, you know.
100%.
I could have just been that Toronto homie and just been here, but I wanted to,
Part of the
like,
journey.
I had to go. I was so
feel like-
curious, you know.
I feel
had
like
to
in
go through
certain
what's going
ways,
on.
it's for certain things, America's like the big leagues, you know. So even
Yeah.
if you did make it or establish yourself at home,
Word.
that's blessed. But you want to know, like, can I go over there? And
You
really
wanna
do
know.
it?
That's
you
really
know,
what it was.
That's how you stab
That's
shit,
really
'cause
what it
that's
was.
where all the best of the best are
You know what
at.
I
That's
want to
really
know?
what it
I want to
was.
know, how do you price the art?
Yeah, that's what literally gonna ask you. How do you establish your value in this in this realm? Because I feel like there's a lot of people, like, even though you've said it, a lot of people are gonna not really take in, like, okay, how do I go from painting Kensington to being
How do I go
found?
from
Oh,
$5
but
bills
that's-
to 15,000?
Yo,
Get
but
what I'm saying?
that was such a man. That was such a
But it's a
journey,
valid
bro.
question.
No, that was such a journey, bro. You really got to understand the amount. And let me talk the surrender that no one's willing to go through. You know how many homies is not willing to not be cool? You know what I'm saying? When I was at Ital, man, I wasn't cool. Every time people are going to eat, I'm trying to go eat. There's nowhere for you to go eat. I don't drink. You know how many deals, art deals, different type of business deals
They're
get
done over
finalized
beverage, yeah.
over let's go for drinks?
Yep.
Nigga, I don't drink. So I had to go the other way.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
get to just make it happen. I actually had to take this whole other route, which was like, it balanced out my integrity and what I represent in the dignity of my work. But at the same time, I was like, what it took for me to get to that point and to actually know myself. There's so many people that probably, I don't know if whoever's gonna hear this, but like, that got my art from me when I was young, that got big ass paintings for $200-$300 just because I was paying rent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
it's
that's
like,
what-
that was just like a thing where like, I was such a prolific artist though. Like, I'm painting so many paintings. So if I let this painting go for $2-3 bills just because I'm trying to pay rent, it's cool because I got 20 more. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I knew the value of that painting wasn't $200-$300.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? In my mind, when I started making art, everything I made was priceless. With that lady that first brought my art, the substitute
Yeah.
teacher, I didn't even price that.
She gave a cheat sheet?
It was on some, like, she was just like, I'll
Yo.
give you $250 for each of those, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't thinking nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the price
Sounds
across the board now.
Sounds all right.
I came to spend money, sure.
But you know, there's just so many ways that you had to be able to, like, cause look, I'm in Kensington, and I would just show up. People that know me if you see me painting in Kensington, you could either get the painting from me there, or you come to my house and look through the ones I got there. If you see me in Kensington, you could probably get a painting for like, whether it be like $150 to like $5. And that's just when I was young, like
Yeah.
21, 22, 23, right?
Hustling, getting off the strength.
Literally, you know? But then after that, like as soon as the Yorkville thing happened, and I said like, yo, this is the price for the painting,
Yesterday's price, not today's price.
it had to be like that. But that kind of messed things up for me too, because all the people who knew me could only afford a certain amount of like
The market
painting, you know?
changed.
And then, yeah, so now when my price, I was like, yo, fam, so why are you even here in Kensington if your work costs that much? I was like, go somewhere else. So,
Insulting people,
yeah,
bro.
you know,
York, bro.
You're too
homies
good.
that
Fire
care
fruits
about
in Yorkville.
painting. No,
All right?
so many homies like that, but I was just like, I have to do this.
You are who you
I
are.
have to do this. And I'm gonna say this too, like, when I finished the contract with that gallery, when I was leaving my last show, like an hour before the show here, the owner comes in and he's just like, change the price off these paintings. He's like, the price is too high. Your work will never sell at this price. He's like, I don't think you're out here trying to, who do you think you are? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, if you don't think that, that's fine, but don't project that to my work. I was like, I know that I'm gonna leave this gallery stating that when I was this age, I had paintings in this gallery for this price. Because 10 years from now, I'm not gonna look there and say, "Oh yeah, I had paintings for $1,000 in the Yorkville gallery." You gonna now see that when
No, it's picking up in the mic. My bad. Yeah.
You gonna see that, you know, in that time, like at that time, that's what the value of my art was worth, you know. And I think when it comes to like pricing yourself. When I first met that guy at that gallery, my first day painting in Yorkville, he pulled up behind me. How much you want for that? I look back, I was like, $3,500. That was like just a couple months of my rent, some groceries, and I give my mom $5.
Why
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy. I'm 24. You know what I'm saying? Easy. He's like, "Oh, when you're done, come hang that at my gallery." I was like, "What? Who is this guy?" You know, I finish, I go to the gallery. David, take this painting out, put it in the front window. The first day painting in Yorkville, this guy, the biggest gallery in Yorkville, he gets my painting and he puts it in the front window.
Right.
He's like, "How much you want for that?" And I told him 35. He's like, "All right, cool, sign here." Called me a week later, showed me the price. Painting sold for like triple that. But he said you only wanted 35. This is what he said.
So
He gave me it. You know? And it's like things like that really like I said, it shocked you on you thought you knew your price. Cause at that time, fam,
You didn't know.
no shade, but like not going to school and at that time being 23 years old and like being able to walk down the street and sell a painting for $2,000, I thought I was already him.
You're a guy.
Before the gallery, I already thought I was him.
Can't lie, even
Sold
like
it
a
for
$5 bills.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, "Oh, I could be that guy."
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm already this guy," but I didn't.
Yeah, I
it was a
didn't
whole
realize.
another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when I also realized, as a young Ross too, I was like, nobody wants to see me be that guy.
Valid.
I'm just saying, it's not because it doesn't match my lifestyle, but like His Majesty was in the Benz. You know, there's royalty comes with luxury and opulence, you
I would
know?
agree.
And when I want to step into those spaces, I have to own that and I have to reflect that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing I learned from being in Yorkville is me owning those spaces and not being there ever on some like, should I not be here? Like, am I like, you know? Yeah, I was in there and the place smelled like herb.
Mm-hmm.
I was in there, you know, and I was in there just being just like this. Never once no type of switch up because I knew how important it was for in the future when they see a young homie like me, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he could be like a Malcolm, like he could be," you know, they're gonna perceive him differently. And that's what I really feel is like breaking the barriers in those spaces is like being this way in those spaces so that when they see the next homies coming, they ain't gonna try to like brush them off and think they nobody, you know? So I think that's like one of the main reasons, like from the beginning, I told you I'm doing this for resistance and, you know, showing the rebellion. So that's really,
No, it makes
that's
sense.
what it is right
makes
there,
sense. It
you
makes
know?
sense. Hold on, Madam. Do you guys have any questions in this segment before we move forward?
I think we covered.
we
a lot.
went in on that still.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot. We probably.
I feel righteous.
That's your dose.
Man, I'm about to start beating these. You
One
know?
of them ones.
Yeah, I feel it in the air. You know.
Trust me.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to Quickfyre, and then we can go on to some more
shit.
just subject-based questioning.
Quickfyre thing.
So Quickfyre, it's not as quick. You know what I'm saying? These are a little bit thought-provoking, but you know we're gonna try. I'm gonna present hypothetical situations or either or type of questions. Your job is to pick the answer that comes to your brain quickest, and if I ask you to explain it, be ready to explain it. See? Everyone good with that? The order will be our guest, followed by Cuz, followed by Mitch. Everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Quickfyre. And don't... Yeah, these ones are a little... Yeah, these ones test morality and ethics, but they're not crazy, so you're not gonna... You know what I mean? You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. Nothing too crazy. I seen your brand, fam. I seen your brand. You're booming.
So, trust me, just be thankful for your brand.
Saying the brand saved me.
Saved you. Saved you, bro.
Could always
yes.
be worse.
It's not a bad thing about my questions. Anyhow, Quickfyre. Your parent needs a life-saving organ transplant, but the only compatible donor is your spouse. Who do you choose to save?
I'm first.
Yes.
My parent needs an organ, and
The
my
only-
spouse
Yes.
can do it. So it's either, and I'm saving them. It's either me or my spouse are going.
No, it's your parent or your spouse.
How do I decide? I'm not deciding that.
Okay, well, he's righteous. We'll revisit this, madam. You niggas ain't as righteous.
I didn't even get a chance to be righteous. Like, 'cause I didn't even know we're allowed to have that answer.
You're not.
No.
Well,
'cause
my spouse or my
Suppose you're a dude, you need an organ transplant. Who are you choosing to save in this situation?
Holy, like that's crazy. I feel like I'm going to hell either way.
The morality, they're hypothetically, be all right.
My Dukes is old though, like
Your Dukes is your Dukes. However old she is right now.
It's old though, like she's going
What are
already.
you
Like
talking about?
I'm trying to make an excuse for myself.
What kind of response was that?
Like she's old right now. Like she's cropping.
Like she already lived a good life.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she lived a good
Why are you
life.
adding to this?
My bad. I should
Start
have.
a family, bro. Like I'm saying. Trying to get my legacy too, like you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to escape guilt right now.
Yeah,
Like, fam,
like,
so
come
you're
on,
gonna get
bro.
rid of your mom. We figured it out. Like, what the fuck?
What are you doing over there?
My mom's already gone, bro. It is what it is.
All right.
Sally, what you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You say it's your dad. He's a parent. I did say parent. I didn't
I
say.
only got one left, so Shorty probably has to bounce. I'm sorry. Fuck.
That's valid.
Yeah, that's rough.
After hearing the madam's take on things, you still sticking with your answer?
Yes, I.
Got you. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
but I got an next one though. I'm coming on next one.
Don't worry. You're good. You're good. Your partner confessed they cheated on you once, but years ago, and they swear it never happened again. Do you forgive them and stay, or do you leave immediately? You can answer this. It's not even that
So you're
crazy.
saying she cheated on me a long time ago?
But she, 5 years ago,
Like we was together?
yes, dating. She cheated on you in the early stages of your relationship. Your relationship has progressed to the point where she wants to be honest with you. Say, hey, I did this. It never happened again. I want to make amends. Like,
We're still in Kensington.
you're still in Kensington these times. Sorry, he's fucking around.
So I'm not him yet. So okay, so I can.
Pre him.
You know what I'm saying?
So that being said, do you stay with them and remain, and try to attend to your relationship, or do you leave them immediately?
I feel like I won't leave them immediately, but I'll give them we'll take some space so they can do work to make sure that going forward they don't hold things like that and they're just able to express things.
So there's hope there's hope.
But I'm gonna give it space. So I will have to I'm not gone forever, but I'm gone at that moment.
That's a so righteous answer. I'm like, yo, what?
It's like, yo, Empress, I'm not gone forever, but I need to
now.
process
Not
this.
for-
I'm gone for a moment.
In
like,
nigga terms, this isn't gonna work right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? This isn't gonna work right now. You fucked up. I gotta think about it.
That's the nigga translation.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just like, what? Like, I'm like, I got you.
Mitch, what are you doing over there, man?
Did this guy answer?
I
Isn't
thought
this,
so.
isn't this the order?
What did he say? What are you doing,
I don't
cuz?
remember
5
him
years cheated on
answering.
me, and then she brings it up.
Yeah, she only cheated once. Said she'll never do it again. Never did it again. Brought it up. Wants to clean
Not
the
gonna,
slate.
she gotta go because you were better off not telling me. Now I can't trust you. Better off not telling me.
It's crazy. That's a crazy oxymoron. Go ahead.
What do you mean? It was once.
Yeah, but trust.
No. It was once and things were blessed. Now you came and messed with my whole thought process. No, we can't work. We can't work. You're better off not telling me. Lie.
Yeah, she got a bounce, bro. You mean there's no statute of limitations on disrespect. Fam. What are you talking about? You did what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Okay.
What? Could break up a house for what?
It's over. With.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of infidelity, you find out your father's been cheating on your mom for 20 years.
Niggas.
Are you telling her, or are you keeping it quiet?
am I telling moms?
Yes.
I'll have to tell her, yo, because this man dealt with her like that for 20 years. Like
His program was neat.
That's fucking reckless. This guy said his program was neat.
20 years a long time.
It's a long
You only
time.
got last
You know you
once.
have other siblings.
Give
right?
moms a, Nah.
You have other siblings
Nah,
at this point.
you know what? Yeah, I'm telling mom still. Not on no snitch vibes. On some like
You're righteous.
strengthen up my mom them still. Yeah, one
Okay.
of them moments.
Mom, I'm words with
I
you.
can't even lie, I can't even do that with my dukes. But let's repeat this question. Go.
So, yo, you find out your father's been cheating on your mom for 20 years.
But it was neat though.
It was neat.
Okay.
Are you telling her, or are you keeping quiet?
And Mom Dukes is still happy? Like she's still
If you keep
Like
it
she's
quiet,
blessed right now?
if you keep it quiet,
Because
mom's
that
is
could fuck
blessed.
shit up.
You
Yeah,
find
never mind.
Like,
I might have to check my.
like she doesn't know. Only
She doesn't
I
know. Mom's is blessed.
Nah, I
You
can't
found
tell
out.
my dukes. I'm sorry, bro. I can't tell my dukes. I'm paging my pops though. But yo, I'm not
Yeah,
telling
no,
my dukes.
you have
yo.
to deal with
That's
pops.
gonna break up everything. Life is ruined in the house. I'm not.
What are you doing,
Can't do
Mitch?
it.
That's big people's business. I'm gonna have to leave that alone.
See, that's a better answer right
I'ma
there. I
have
should
to
have said
leave
some
that
shit
alone.
like that.
He already
I did
gets,
leave it alone.
Yo,
And I just said some mama's boy shit. That is fucking that's whack.
Like, mom's still blessed. Like,
we're still on topic of infidelity. Your best friend's spouse hits on you. Do you tell your best friend, risking their marriage, or do you keep it quiet, risking your friendship?
hold on, one more time.
So your best friend's wife hits on you,
Oh,
right?
that's
Now, do you tell your
crazy.
best friend, potentially risking their marriage, or do you keep it quiet, potentially risking your friendship?
That's crazy.
I don't think
Don't even worry, bitch. It's not you. It's not you. It's his turn. It's his turn.
because at that point, me telling him is not what's ruining the relationship.
No, it's
risking
not,
the
but you're-
friendship. What's risking the
That's
friendship
right.
is that she's already checking for the lion. That's already what's risking the
Lion
relationship.
pop.
You know, so it's so I'll just let the brethren know that it's if she's already checking for me, I don't even need to let the brethren know. I think the energy that she's checking for me.
Doesn't
No,
get
no,
Oh, so you're saying I have to let him know, or else I'm hiding it from him?
Yes.
He's not picking up on the vibes. He's not as righteous.
But I'm not that kind of man still. Like, if your empress a check for me, I'm not gonna tell her if it's settle down first and foremost, you know? I mean, I make my brethren know it's still just because, yeah, it's a brotherhood, you know? And
See?
yeah, I feel like a sisterhood, she would do the same thing. It's a balance.
I gotta tell my dog, she's wilding and we're doing this right here live. Yo, come here. Yo, this is a whole mix up right here. Right here, live in the streets, right here. What, yo, your girl's doing mucky business right here.
That's gonna more your situation
I'm
right
not
now.
even here, bro. There's not day 2 of this. Day 1, fix this. Fix this.
Yo, Mitch, what you dealing
It's
with?
drama. Holy, I'm not joining this show.
You're not coming on, Maury?
doing. But I'm definitely gonna tell this guy, like, yo, your girl's out of pocket, bro. And if she's willing to talk to me, I'm your dog. Like, what the fuck, bro? She probably doing some next shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's a violation. She's trying to talk to another man, bro. Your girl does not respect you, fam. You have to do something about
That's why
that.
we're doing it live on here.
I'm probably not gonna
Disrespect
air
is
him out in front of next people and all that.
disrespect.
Those
No,
ones
we're airing
hurt.
out her. We're airing out her.
I don't know. If we're in a public setting, I'm gonna just wait till, like, I call this guy.
Yeah,
or
it's gonna be a
something.
little pub, but yo, trust me, it's out in the
Yeah.
open.
Oh, that's fine. Moving forward. Ooh. Would you rather your partner be emotionally unfaithful, meaning she shares a deep emotional connection with someone else, or physically unfaithful, but she only hooks up one time with somebody else?
Like one time ever, like one
Well,
time.
yeah.
Question
One
is
time.
this?
Like, question.
No, ChatGPT, don't worry about it.
What the hell? You basically just said the same thing.
Yeah, but now it's different.
Once she's gone, you know.
No. Emotionally means she never physically did anything. So can you live with your woman
That's not
basically having
even
a
real. You
So
ever met
you're
a woman?
asking me if
Like,
I'm
what are you
cool if she
talking
had a
about?
deep conversation with a homie, but that's it. It was just our
perpetual deep, like daily deep conversations?
Daily?
Daily. It's an emotional
Like
connection.
she
That's
had
not
them
the only
daily,
thing
or
getting
she's
deep
going to
daily,
keep
fam.
having
Stop
them
being
forever.
daily.
Like
She had them.
she had some talks with this brethren, and
Not
they
not
both-
one physically, but
yeah,
yo,
but they just came to some enlightenment together.
beer emotions.
Beer emotions are
even like
gone.
that.
Yeah. She came with enlightenment. I love yous, enlightenment tears, all of that.
No entanglements, just enlightenments. You know what I'm saying?
So, hold on.
So man like you reasoning with it.
Yeah. The question was,
So she
say it again.
said, yo, would you rather your partner be emotionally
Oh yeah, emotion.
Unfaithful?
Okay, yeah. Wait. I wouldn't rather either. First of all,
Yeah,
the questions are coming.
The-
Wording
it's
is
the
like
lesser
Very
of the two poisons.
one-sided.
yeah,
bro.
you know.
It's all
So
bad.
yeah, I wouldn't rather either situation. And if she does have an emotional reasoning with someone, or she had, give thanks. You know.
So a
That-
year's worth of conversations better than one night of dig out.
A year's worth of reasonings to prepare her for I give thanks.
Cool.
Just playing.
Nah, she can't have these emotional conversations with the man if she can just give up the front, bro.
He
the front,
is
bro.
dumbfounded. This nigga has no.
I've never seen a man just submit his girl's front like that, fam. How you
Nah,
just
give
up
up
the
that.
cheeks like that?
Nah,
Like,
nah.
what the
I got
fuck?
plans in the back of my head for when I'm leaving.
Yo, buddy, listen.
Fuck.
again, I'm a co-sign him. Like, I don't want either scenario.
But have your
if I have to
conversations.
choose, she's gonna have the deep conversations because at least a man's not plugging my thing. Like, what the hell? And I'm leaving
Like
either
Mike
way.
Duke said, I don't
But
own pussy.
at least a man didn't conquer my thing. You talking about right now,
Nah,
fam?
nah.
Just submit something, fam.
Nah. You having emotionally deep conversations? Nah.
So would you rather the physical
yeah.
deep?
It happened once.
That's our
Deep
unruly-
conversations for a year?
Balance.
Nah.
The hour of righteousness. Now we're here.
Yeah, I'm like, how did we get? Is this the same podcast? Is it
Would you
different-
rather-
Is this a different episode?
If you can erase one from history, what would you do? Religion or money?
Religion.
I can erase two things?
No, I said one.
Raise one thing.
Religion or money? Nigga, what are you erasing from history?
Religion.
Religion.
Oh, that was pretty unanimous.
They want money.
Oh, it's valid.
It's pretty valuable stuff, you know.
If you can press a button and instantly become a millionaire, but someone in the world, a random stranger, is going to die as a result of that, would you press the button?
No.
Who's the
He's
person?
like, as long as I
You
don't
don't
say
know.
it. He's like, as long as I don't say it.
You're taking another human life. You don't know the person, but someone's got to go.
Nigga.
For,
Nigga, you want to talk to Jesus for them.
that's different. Like, the fuck? Like, talking to somebody versus offing somebody are two
You don't know
different
them.
scenarios, bro.
So you don't know them. He said.
Nah, you know what,
Jokes.
bro? I'm not gonna take this. I can make some change. I'll be all right.
You know
Look,
them.
cause the button's stuck
Nah,
now.
it's fine. I know who I'm going to the club with. He already off somebody. Like, it's blessed.
That's
It's
what the
I
power
and
of
him.
man. I'm guilty.
You're not gonna spend. You're not gonna spend that money by himself. So I'm linking up
All right,
and have a good time.
Podcast about to get upgrade.
What? Hell yeah.
You're randomly driving and accidentally hit a pedestrian, but no one saw you. Reporting it means jail time and losing your family, while staying silent means nobody ever know. What are you gonna do?
He died?
Yeah.
No, you said I just hit him.
Well, okay, I guess you did
Because
that.
if I just,
Okay, sorry,
fam, if I just
All right,
hit
my
him,
fault, my
I'm
fault.
moving.
Okay, here.
Does that
sorry.
change his
What you
head
did
change?
last
'Cause-
summer, bro?
Those are
The-
important
Hold on,
details.
hold on.
That's
Actually-
gone.
He didn't die,
So
but he
then-
can no longer walk.
No, that's fine. He can.
See? Yo,
No,
bro.
no, what?
But we're
If my
not pressing
family
buttons, though,
and
eh?
everyone's gonna die. You said all my family's gonna.
No, I said, okay, so
Wait, my
you're
fam-
driving and accidentally hit a pedestrian,
Yeah.
but no one saw it.
Okay.
They've ended up, like,
Yeah.
they're handicapped,
Me
paralyzed now,
alone.
see?
Yeah.
Reporting it means jail time and losing your family. Staying silent means nobody will ever know. What are you going to do? They can't walk no more. You took away their good steps.
But can I provide them like good wheelchair service and good like?
Yo, let me
Well,
tell
you
you how.
talk to them on
If
the
you
low.
talk to them, if you talk to them,
on the low, like,
if you
all-
provide
all-
all
anything,
nice.
no, you can't because if
All-
you provide anything, you are going to jail.
Okay. So it's just I just never see the person
Are
again.
you running off or are you going to help?
If I can help, I'll help.
Help means jail.
That's like the only help I got. All right.
No, you're going to get, if you,
I'm gonna be out, but I'll call someone for him.
Anonymous.
yo, I see someone get licked down.
Somebody just got licked out on the road.
He just took off.
What are you doing, cuz?
I'm off of this.
Oh, I'm super off of this.
Off of this. Like, I'll come back from it. Like, if I
Me
hear,
going
like,
to jail is not going to make you walk again. So why am I
Bro,
going to jail? Why are there two problems?
yeah, I'm gonna
Do
come
math.
back.
Only one problem is going to be had today. It's yours.
Like if he's not
The
dead,
fuck?
I hear like they rolled.
No
Oh
way.
god. Once I hear like they rolled over, he's alive.
Yeah.
We're off of this.
All right.
What the hell? Out of there.
You're a father at this point in life,
They
see?
can give prosthetic legs and all.
You see what I'm saying?
Sorry.
He's watching Cyberpunk. You're a father at this point in your life. Would you rather your daughter date a broke man who's loyal or a rich man who ferociously cheats on her?
Ferocious.
Ferociously. What is ferocious cheating like? Can we have like a description of this?
Yeah, I'm a father of a daughter right now, so.
So do you want her to date a nice broke man who's loyal? The loyalist nigga you can
Nice
find.
broke man hit me in the chest a little bit. I was like, that's fucked up.
Yo, this
Stop
guy's
speaking
killing
like
me,
that.
bro.
Like, who's he talking to?
Holy.
This guy
Wow.
has a family to worry about, bro. Like, why are you talking to him
Wow.
like that, bro?
This guy's-
That's insane.
Or a rich man who ferociously cheats on her. But he loves her.
Bro, he does
Yo,
not
fam,
love her.
ferocious.
He does not love her.
is- like, what does that mean?
It's another level.
He's not even home.
I mean,
Bro,
like,
this
yo,
is
cheating
crazy.
happens. Ferociously.
But my next man, he's loyal and ting. right?
Loyal just broke.
Loyal to poverty.
It's all right.
That's crazy.
So what are you doing, bro? What do you want for your daughter?
These jokes.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's rough out here right now.
It is rough.
You know,
She can't be ferociously cheated on.
she
I mean,
can't.
she can't.
I mean, we're gonna be loaded on
Nothing
the bus.
ferocious can happen to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what niggas trying to lie at ferocity.
Yo,
fam.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Fight it.
Yo,
It's
just-
uncomfortable, bro.
Okay, yo, he's
Fight,
cheating.
love, and be broke,
He
man.
slaps a new thing once a week.
Once a week's a lot. So
It's ferocious.
Like a brand new one. It's not even
Yes.
like a side piece. It's not even like a
No,
consistent
fam.
thing.
He
It's just
is
complete.
up.
He can,
Oh,
she,
ferocious.
yo, she can just go on with a loyal virgin because him don't have too much money, but you know, him have a good heart still. You know,
I would expect nothing less. I would expect
The answer
nothing
was
less.
Ital still. It was Ital, yeah.
that's the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
That answer had no. That answer had no grab.
Bro, I'm not gonna go with the ferocity getting slapped every week, bro. What the hell? Just be broke and do things.
Oh, Lee.
Something.
Just call on your phone every week. We could experience some change.
Well, I told you what your other option is.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope I'm financially successful because ferociously cheating. I'm gonna have to draw the line.
Okay.
That's my daughter. Ferocious.
We have another one in the realm of parenthood. You guys ready?
Just you know.
Would you rather your daughter be a single mom
Why
or your
is it gotta
son
be
be
a daughter?
a deadbeat dad?
Oh, okay. What?
What
Beat it
is
again.
wrong with you?
No. Hold on. You gotta pick your poison. Would you rather your daughter be a single mom or your son be a deadbeat dad? That one's kind of easy to me. I don't know. Make an answer.
Yo, what's your answer?
I can. Nigga, I'm asking. I'll tell him after.
He hasn't answered none of the
Oh,
questions.
I've been asking.
Bro, he
This is
doesn't do that.
crazy.
He doesn't do that.
I have answers. You're just gonna never ask. But yeah, would you rather your daughter be a single mom or your son be a deadbeat dad? Hypothetically, obviously, we hope for the best and that they're not getting
Deadbeat
ferociously
dad
shit.
just equals to somebody else being a single mom.
This thing is crazy.
Well, that just means you want your son to like have accountability and shit, bro. Like raise his babies.
All right.
I might. I can't figure that one out. I'm gonna let it come back around.
All right, cuz go ahead.
Cuz, talk to me.
Yo, just deadbeat dad, man.
Deadbeat dad is crazy.
It's super crazy.
I'm probably gonna have to do single mom just because deadbeat dad is shameful.
Yeah,
like,
like,
fam, you don't check for your youth at all, and you're my youth.
Yeah, you're a shit.
This is crazy. What did I do wrong? Like, no way.
Everything
At
apparently.
least like
I don't want my daughter
there's
being
a
a single mom.
but there's a possibility. It's like I don't know. Things went left. Maybe he died. I don't fucking know. But like, yo, bro, deadbeat dad is like 100% his fault.
Yeah, he's the bucket still.
Ah, but single
Yeah, so that means
mom.
my son's a waste man.
Yeah, but the single
My son
mom,
can't
I'm
be a
like,
waste
bro,
man.
it's
so.
not like,
That's not a lineage.
You
My
raise
son's not a
deadbeats?
waste man.
no, but I don't want to raise a single mom either. Like,
No, your
you know
son's a
what I'm
waste man. You already said it, fam. It's too late. It is what it is.
The thing is, single mom can also not be necessarily her fault.
That was my thing that I was leaning
gotta
on.
lean,
You know,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, he's a waste man.
He's a waste man by choice. She's a single mom by circumstance.
He got hit by a
Yes.
car, but a man, we can't do things now.
I don't know what. Sorry, like, go ahead. Do you have a response to the question?
I'm just
You're gonna pass on? All right, man. Don't worry. Righteous.
give thanks, Lion. Appreciate that.
If your partner's family disrespects you, do you demand they cut ties or stay quiet and keep the peace?
That's the only option.
I missed the question.
So,
If your fam was
If your partner's family disrespects
Disrespects
you,
you.
do you demand that they cut ties or stay quiet and keep the peace?
if my partner's
family
family
disrespects you, yeah.
disrespects me,
Yes, like for example, hypothetically, like we've used this in the past. Let's say you're dating someone of a different culture or ethnicity, and their family, like grandma calls you a nigger at the dinner table,
wow.
right? Are you gonna hug that and be like, I lie, like I'm not gonna say nothing because it's your family. I'm gonna hug that. I know grandma's racist, but soft. I love you. Or, yo, you gotta stop talking to those people. It's me and you, bitch. What you dealing with?
If I get disrespected by the family, yeah, I mean, just I gotta step away from that situation.
So you're stepping away.
Yeah, I mean, I step
Got
away.
you.
We just ain't going over there no more.
So you're telling your girl
We
to
ain't
cut
going
ties.
over there no more.
We're not going to dinner no more.
If she
See,
can't
that's
come.
why I asked him. Those are the only options. Cause
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If your family doesn't rate me, like, it's a package deal. You mean? I'm supposed to. We're trying to have youths, so don't rate my youths either. I
Half-
can't be over here.
Halfway.
They'll rate them after. They always change when they see
my,
you.
my youth can't get halfway ratings. I didn't get halfway ratings when I grew up.
Happens.
I'm not doing it to my child.
That's fine. You know, I got some other off-brand questions that I want to answer. Let's do it. It's not so quick fiery, but stuff. If a woman proposes to a man is he less of a man if he accepts?
But I might if I rude if I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just leave her hanging there, like on the floor, like.
As a real nigga, yes.
Let's say like, yo,
Get up, babes. Let me do it.
Let me do it. Give me the ring. Let me do it.
So I'm gonna read it again. If a woman proposes to a man, is he less of a man if he accepts? Like if you're a man walking around with an engagement ring,
How she even know which ring I like?
I'm
You
just
like
saying,
the ring she likes, bro. It's gonna be like that.
are you less of a man if you accept?
I don't think you're less of a man, but I also don't think you should.
You're not much of a man either. You know what I'm saying?
You're not more of a man.
I was
You're
like,
not
but I don't
less.
think you should allow that for go on. You should try to switch it up around at some point. But yeah, I shouldn't.
Okay, you're not in favor of it.
Yeah.
Cause are you accepting the engagement ring?
If I don't, life is
Oh,
over.
this
Like,
is crazy. It's a
like,
crazy way to ask somebody a question, you know.
Right.
Man extended his fingers at you, bro. You see that?
Am I accepting the ring?
She
Crazy.
said, yo, babes, I rate you. She got down on one knee.
No.
Holy, right here, right now. Right here, right now. Like, yeah, but get up.
This guy said, yeah, but get up. You're joking. There's nothing.
People them
serious
watching
over
this
there.
come.
Yeah, I don't care. The people know who I am.
Yo, based on the fact that I'm gonna laugh at you as a man when you come around with your engagement ring, I have to say you're less of a man because you're getting more of my laughter. That's just what it is.
That's funny.
Babes, get the door.
All of a sudden, babes, she's mowing the lawn, taking out the trash.
Holy fuck.
Babes on the barbecue.
Holy.
Anyhow, if your partner's ex dies, is it wrong for them to cry about it?
Holy. We start with him.
Yo, buddy.
You know what? I might even
know
start that.
a
I'm gonna start that
situation that
Mitch.
went super
I'm gonna start,
left, bro.
I'm gonna start that
Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch.
I know a
hold
girl
it.
got her ass whooped for that, bro.
I'm
That
not even-
nigga wasn't
I'm not
happy.
even laughing, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, bro. So some mans aren't having it, bro.
Okay.
If my girl starts crying over this guy, fam, I'm like, we have problems. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I thought your relationship died before he did. Like, what's causing? Like, why are you crying still? Like, this is concern. Now I have to worry about a legend, a myth. Like, what are we talking about? You see how Will Smith is dealing with this, bro? You're not doing this in my house.
It goes to
You
Tupac.
gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah.
Cause
Nah, I didn't even like him. What do you mean you're crying over him? I didn't even like him in the first place.
all right, so you're
I
not
didn't even know y'all still talk. Like,
So it's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. You're righteous. I'm curious.
Shit, man. You know, I'm gonna ask her like what her emotional attachment is to this situation. If she's just crying because it's like a human and she just empathetic like that, then whatever. But like,
Accepting.
So there's room. There's hope over there.
there's a small piece of hope. But then it's like I don't business. You know, like after the man's gone, what really more could we do?
She allowed to go to the
Like,
funeral?
Ooh.
Why would she do that?
Yeah. All right.
Boundaries, bro. Boundaries.
There you got the real answer, bro.
Yo, I just wanted to make sure how deep she had to tell you things. Like, she wants to go to the funeral. What do you mean?
Yeah, you got
Alright,
a
that's
line
fine.
somewhere.
She could live stream it on her phone or
That's
some
straight
shit. Like
live
she,
stream, you know? That's what they do in the Caribbean.
Yeah, I was about to say we had family do that. Holy, if a man unplugs the router during the live stream, it's over.
that's
Lie.
disrespect. still.
Crazy.
It's high level
Crazy.
disrespect.
That's
still.
crazy.
Yeah, next one. Fathering back to fatherhood.
It's crazy.
Would you rather your son be soft but kind or hard but toxic?
How soft is soft and how kind is kind?
As long as he's not.
These
Hold
guys
on,
the same. How soft is soft and how toxic is toxic? Like, how bad are both extremes getting right now?
Realistic, like, yo, your son cries when the wind blows too tough.
This is insane.
Like, he's soft. He's soft for you, but he's like,
But
bro,
he
you-
still love woman.
he loves woman, but
That's all you want to know, right?
yeah, he's not. He's
I'm
not,
just saying. I'm just saying.
he's not left-handed. He's just, you know, a little softer. You know what I'm saying?
Not left-handed.
Yeah, like kind of like Bobby Hill.
All right. Bobby still had freaking.
Bobby had sauce,
had-
but he was like, he disappointed Hank. See, that boy
but he
ain't
had-
right.
But he had the neighbors thing.
Connie, Supernusa phone.
Yeah, Connie. Okay.
But that didn't last long.
He still had a gal though. He
Never
didn't-
had one after that. Trust me. Anyhow, or like he's a hard body, you, but he's toxic. You know, it just trying to think of who's a toxic imperative. Like Future.
That's my son.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Bobby Hill or Future? Are you asking questions right now? What are you doing right now?
All right. I already
No,
said
go
what I
with baby
said.
Future.
I already said what I said.
Yeah, fam.
Because the other one, it
I'm
only
gonna
got
let my
worse.
son know, don't ever be like Bobby Hill right here. Don't ever be like this.
Facts.
You want a righteous, soft, and sensitive youth?
Basically, I guess just to not perpetuate the foolishness that's all going, you know.
Righteous,
Don't be
answers.
like us.
Respect it. Oh, Lee. Would you rather live broke but respected or rich but hated?
Did these guys answer the question?
Yeah, he said
Oh,
We want toxic babies. We want the toxic.
They want the toxic future babies.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my you then.
I said, would you rather live broke but respected or rich but hated? Like niggas hate you.
How broke
Who's
is
the
broke?
niggas?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Your family, you're hated.
Jesus.
Just cause you're rich.
Or you're broke, but everyone has top gear ratings for you, eh? Yo, see him, his pockets don't work, but this guy's a sick
But
man.
because I'm rated, I don't really pay.
Basically.
So life,
You're broke, though,
life
you're
can
like-
move. Still, life can move. No, that's fine. That's
Like
fine.
you're broke meaning you have no money, or you're broke meaning you have no ambition.
No, you have no money. You could be the most ambitious broke nigga there is. You
You
just
got bare hard.
you are financially challenged.
Yeah, there we go.
Nah, man. You said broken what?
Broke but respected.
Yeah, broke, but I feel like because you're respected, you're gonna get to a space where you're not broke anymore
No, you're gonna be broke.
forever.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to that
Yeah.
space and still not have enough money to afford it. You're gonna be broke in that space as well. But you got there though.
But you're there.
in the room.
You're in the room.
With
You're at the
man
table, everyone. But when the
Yeah,
bill
but-
comes, you just can't afford your
The
bill.
bill, just
You're
know
just
you,
very quiet when the bill comes down. That's all. Yeah.
like the man have to ask you if you want something.
No bedrooms like that. I just bring him. I got this for you.
You need a ride home after the function, but it's blessed. It's not even a big
Pretty,
deal.
yo, honestly, with those words exactly, yo, it's a blast though. Like, got you still. We already knew.
You're gonna get home.
You have to. We rate this guy.
Yeah.
Yo, but he's a broker man still.
Yeah.
Super.
Nah,
You know you're inconvenient.
he's not getting no funds, but he's
getting
respected
ratings,
out
yeah.
here still. Like they're inspired by this man. They're influenced by him, but he just can't get into no place.
Fired. I don't know about.
Because you said respected. I'm like, how do you know he's
Respect
respected?
and inspiration are similar, but not the same.
Respected inspiration.
He inspires nobody, but
Yeah.
But
He's respected by everybody.
Everybody likes you though. Like,
I mean, you're gonna dap everybody in here.
Yeah, versus,
like you're still gonna adapt. Still.
yeah. Versus being
Maximum
papered up and nobody's dapping you, eh?
Yeah.
But you're papered up though.
But you're papered up. You don't even want nobody to dap you if you have that much paper still.
I feel like he made his answer.
Nah, this one would have to wait to see what they say still. Nah,
All
but
right,
I know
well,
these
I guess
mans
you're
are
the-
different. I feel like I already my answer by default because
So pick your answer, nigga.
yeah. I'll be the
Broken in respect.
He's lying.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, you want rich? You're
Yeah.
rich.
He wants his paper. He doesn't want to dap niggas. I already
Yeah,
said,
you're
yo,
Yorkville now. Yorkville now. Yorkville now. He's
not
like,
dapping niggas in Kensington.
yeah, like,
Ugh.
yeah, what the hell?
Cause what he dealing with?
I hate these dudes, yo.
Rich and nobody likes me.
Yeah,
Buddy.
Like I'm just gonna be at a yacht by myself.
Basically.
right there.
All right, cool. I'll do it.
Basically.
Honestly, I'll probably be broke still. The respect will be my currency. Yeah.
He can't.
That's
I'm
something-
not gonna
'Cause,
lie.
yo, you know,
If you see the man
even when I
pull up,
think
you're not
about,
gonna feel good.
right? No, you're gonna give me a ride. It's not even a big deal. But like, when I think about being rich, like a lot of my thoughts are like, I'm gonna be sharing a lot of that money. To be quite honest with you, like I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff with people that I give a fuck about. I'm not gonna be by myself like Duck McScrooge, just swimming in my coins and shit.
Yeah, that's me.
You know, so like, if I can't even enjoy the money, then like I already don't like what the fuck.
That's fair.
You know.
All right, that's my last question for this segment. Should a man without a car and a residence be able to date?
I said man without a car,
No car, no residence.
But yo, he has good ideas. Like he'll go to the park and stuff
Yo,
like that.
fam,
He'll take
if he
it easy.
can, I respect
I
it.
like the way this guy thinks. Hey, yo, you can go to the park since you have no residency. Yo,
No, because a man like
Live
that will
off the
take
land.
man will take you camping and thing like that.
camping, eh? How much
Listen,
time you gonna
bro.
pull that off with her?
Nah, nah, Toronto things don't want to go camping for a date.
I mean, yo, once after that, try to go to the crib.
Trinity Bellwoods, like.
Oh, so
I'm
wait,
not
that
lie.
question.
If he can pull it off, hell yeah, I respect it. What do you mean?
So we get
Alright,
freaky in the tent.
What was that?
I just said, yo, should a man without a car and
yeah,
residence
should a
be
man-
able to date?
Yeah, let him be out there still.
Why
As
waste
long as
people's
he
time?
treat the woman
I
properly.
know there's a homeless nigga outside
Yo,
right
there's
now
somebody
having
for
fun.
everyone still.
For
Because
sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I see bare homeless people squat up and like. I'm
Not
out
like
here-
like that level of homeless,
He
but
could be
like,
at like his mom's house or something, bro.
Yeah, he's
like,
on couch. He sleeps
like,
on like couches.
he's not with
What do
those
they call
guys.
you know. But yo,
But I'm saying if they can have a gal, he can.
What do
Yeah,
you call them? Hobo what? Hobo something?
I was just saying homeless.
homosexual.
Oh, homosexuals.
Hobo say when
Yeah,
they try
yeah.
to like
Yeah, they-
those guys.
They try to fuck
He's
for
laying
residency.
pipe for rent.
wanted-
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't niggas do
happens.
that. What?
that's not. This not even that far off. They're out there.
They're out there.
There's a community of these guys.
Man, so I can call one, two of them,
Their
right?
community exists in other
Dog,
people's
yeah.
houses, but yo, they're doing it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I respect
They
it.
forgot to
Still,
leave and left the
100%.
kid.
Word. And that's it for this segment. All right. How much time we have left? All right, we have enough time for one more. Do you have anything you want to get off before I proceed with anything?
I don't know if I got any like 10-minute topics. I might start talking more.
12 minutes?
12 minutes.
Don't get me wrong, I got things. So if we want to just go into the realm of things that I got going on, we can.
The realm of things.
Yeah.
What else more could you?
No, this is back to popular culture. Or it's out of the
You don't want no more. When
Like what other? Yeah, I'm like what
You're
other
tired of his
questions?
selection.
What other
It's
questions?
okay. You can say it because we've been saying it. So
I don't know
you
what
can
other-
join.
yeah.
They show up every week.
Niggas are tired of this shit. All right. Let's see. Yo, should there still be a baby shower if the parents aren't together?
Yeah, what the baby do?
I don't know. I just saw this question going around online.
What the hell?
Basically, the man was
Baby
like,
can't get
yo,
no
what-
greeting because they're dysfunctional? What the hell?
Yo.
It's celebrating the lack of, like, you guys are split up in your
Bro, I'm not
celebrating
gonna lie,
things.
Fam, it's
you
the
know?
baby shower, eh? It's not a parent shower.
Baby
I
showers
didn't
where the
make the
other
question.
person's not together. Man just shows up and say, "Yo, here, hold that," and he leaves.
All I'm saying, the
But
baby
like
should
both
be,
families are in each side and they're just
Yeah,
pissed.
like-
They're not talking
The
to each
baby
other.
shouldn't
Or
be
one
punished.
family just not there.
The
You
baby
feel me?
shouldn't be punished
That's
on
just-
behalf of the parents' dysfunction. If we're doing a baby shower for the youth, I'm seeing baby shower, not parent shower. You know,
For
let
the
man
things
have his
on the
thing.
registry and all of them thing there, you know.
Yeah, why does he got to suffer? Because you're dysfunctional.
I don't know. Niggas are going back and forth on Instagram.
Niggas overthinking.
Word. So the man all agree. Baby shower is still in effect.
Yeah, I've been to them.
I didn't ask where you went. I didn't ask where you been. I asked if you
Been to those.
approve. I know you go a lot of places, bro.
Where your
All
birthday
right.
shit?
Next question. Would the man do a gender reveal?
Yeah,
Why not?
I don't know, nigga. I'm just asking.
No, but like, why is this?
I
a
just
big-
like to find out when
When it
the
happens?
baby's born. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're gonna do a party, do it at the baby shower.
Yeah, some men think that a gender reveal is an idiot thing.
We'll do it at the baby. I think for its own, like
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's
warrant.
one thing. It's not the baby shower. The gender reveal is just like, are we having a boy or a girl? Like,
Well, some people want to
I think
celebrate.
if you're
it.
on the journey of having a kid, bro, you should just be with everything. that's
Yeah, do all the part. Like, bro, first youth.
gender
If your
reveals
wife
are
wants to
fair.
do
right,
something, just go on
They're
with it.
fairly new though. They're
No,
fairly
no. So here what? First youth, we can do all the
Yeah.
tidbits and tricks.
Love
new.
you,
So
dog.
you doesn't get the same treatment.
Oh, buddy, come on. Gender reveal.
that's crazy.
That's extra. We'll do it at the.
He just shows up and
Second
everyone's
you
already
get less
tired of
love.
him.
No, he gets
That's
a baby
wild.
shower because nigga needs a shower. But like, yo, the reveal, we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. When do you know if it's safe to bring a new woman that you're seeing around other people?
We'll let the righteous man go first.
Should I?
You know, I don't always be knowing. I just be flowing. And
I like how you move.
You just be flowing?
When
I
is
feel
it
you.
safe?
yeah, you know, I'm just if it happens to manifest that way, then you just gonna let it
I ain't
be.
to start
you
talking
know?
to girls like this. I'm good. I manifest it all. I gotta start talking to them like this. It works.
Hold on, wait, what?
Fam, you just say a lie and get true. You're fine.
Yeah.
So when do you feel? Oh, what did you say to this
So
guy?
he says a lie and it gets true. He wants to start manifesting and shit.
I lie.
See?
Yeah, any man talking about manifesting is completely just bullshit and stuff.
No,
The man don't manifest, bro. The man do.
I'm actually a master manifester.
I don't know.
say that too.
But and I just
didn't
Hold
say
on,
it, but you
sorry,
guys
sorry.
respect.
I forgot that context when talking to a woman. I forgot that part. I don't believe nothing this nigga has to say.
All right, all right.
Manifested? No way. You're gallifesting, fam. Anyway,
jeez.
Yeah, festin'.
it's a fact, bro. It's a fact. So, yo, how do you know when it's safe to bring a new woman around other people?
Depends on the Satins, I suppose.
Yeah, like
Oh, you gave up your time, fam. I'm asking this guy right now.
What'd I say?
how do I know when it's safe? I don't even know these days. You know, I feel like I don't even know these days. It might never be safe.
What is the pending danger
What's
here?
going on with you, bro?
What is the pending danger in your world?
I don't know. It's just pending.
Why there's so much volatility over
All
there?
right, go ahead.
I'll say
Okay,
probably
I'm gonna ask you because,
All right.
like,
I
all
say after
right,
3 months.
when do
3
you
months,
know?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, I'll say 3 months.
Is it literally just a 90-day period? Does
Well,
it like
90
not
if you-
like
I mean,
doesn't
if you're
matter
gonna
what's
be-
happening
like,
within the
no, if
90
you're
days?
No. I mean,
Well, you left it at that.
you can't have too much conflict within the 90 days.
You gotta
know what I'm
be,
saying?
in my brain, you gotta be willing to. That's your bona fide. Like you're not just.
This is I'm not saying all that. You're just comfortable that like you're going to a barbecue, going to a function, a man invites you, you're bringing your woman. You know, whatever title you want to give her, I don't care. You're bringing her.
You know what? Because there's so much caveats that can be said. I'd say rule of thumb. You've been rocking with each other about 6 months. You could do a soft launch.
6 months.
See, I
eh?
gave her 3. He gave
6 months a long time.
He gave half a year. She's probably thinking
6
with a
months
baby
before
at by
she
then.
go to a barbecue.
You know what?
You said bring it to your family and all that, like the barbecue.
You
Like,
got invited by one of the madams somewhere. Like it didn't have to be family. Somewhere you're going, and this is the person you're bringing with you.
because
Still 6 months.
I still stick to my answer.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. 6 months, 3 months.
Yeah, 3 is reasonable.
90
6 is,
days.
yeah, 6 is like, I'll see you at Christmas.
You know, I think if it happens, it happens. But also, you know, yeah, I think that if I meet someone, I don't mind them being around spaces with me and my people, so that I know how people act. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like
feel you.
you're saying like we already been together on our own, and then I want to bring her around some people. It's like I'm really like, if you gonna be around people, can you hang or you can't hang? You
No,
know
for
what I'm
sure, for
saying?
sure.
So it's like more that. But you talking about bringing her and introducing her as like, yo,
Yeah,
this is my
woman.
partner, this is
Yeah.
my woman.
That's what I say.
I guess, but you say around 6 months, but y'all had already come to a conclusion that y'all are together. So
That's why I said soft launch. I said, yo, here.
okay.
Get it, get it
What
up.
is a soft lunch?
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's a soft lunch. Hold
I'm
on,
like,
bro. Who am I
if
talking
y'all are
to?
already together, you just show up. Like,
It's different though, because like, yo, for example, like, there's varying degrees of being together.
How do you chill with 6 months and not have that person be around people you know?
I
Wait,
thought
wait,
it
wait,
was
wait,
a
wait, wait,
long
when are we
time.
gonna meet her in 5 more months? Like, what's
I
up?
don't know, bro. I just
Like-
depends how much you guys even see each other too, right? And like what you guys are dealing with. Like I just know in my world of things, because my decisions are pretty like I make pretty solid decisions, you know. If I'm gonna bring around my people as another representation of myself, I feel like 6 months is an adequate waiting period. What the hell? For sure.
Soft lunch.
Yeah, 100%.
Soft lunch is crazy. Man, I have to
You
stop
that?
saying this to me, bro.
Yeah, who's that?
I feel like I'm just on Instagram, bro. I thought I was talking to the man right now.
Happened.
All right, anyways, how I feel about...
How about you?
I don't know.
How about you?
Like, shit. I used to have more reservations about that type of shit. As I'm getting older, I don't really care. Like, yo, me and you are cool, and I get invited somewhere, and I feel like you're good company. I'll tell you can
That's
follow
what
it.
I'm
But it's
I'm not
different.
really,
but
I don't
see,
have too much stipulations
But I
no
think
more,
that
you know?
the caliber of the function matter, bro. So if we're going to something a little more like casual,
Not a wedding. I'm not
no,
saying a
But
wedding.
even like for example, like come to my family barbecues, like holy, like, all my cousins, and all that. Well, it's a lot still. Like
Lions Den over here.
yeah, like fam, I've seen my uncle. No. We 6 months
Yeah,
is
the
fine. bro.
uncles start hitting on their gal because they're
Crazy, yeah. I guess
sauce. You know, coolie people from.
yo. So yeah, like come on, bro. And then your girl's over there being polite because she don't want to be rude. The man I'm over there talking nonsense. Hey, fam, I'm not doing that right now. See?
Or they start mentioning the past, now you're like, oh, shut up, eh? Like,
Okay, well, you know what? That brings me to my next question. Do you have expectations for how she conducts herself in the setting?
Yes, respectfully.
How do you communicate that?
Like it's kind of established before. If you don't conduct yourself a little brought up and respect, you have to leave the phone. I'll leave, right? And my things getting out of pocket and you start acting up. Yeah, we're gone. Still.
So I asked, how do you communicate? So you wait until she starts acting out
No,
of pocket
nigga.
and be like, we gotta go.
No, that's why
Or
I
do you
said
tell her
at
beforehand,
6 months
like,
you've been battle tested.
It's a soft lunch,
That's what I'm
remember?
saying.
So he's like,
6 months you've been battle tested. You kind of got the rundown. Yo, hear what?
Okay,
And-
so how do you communicate the rundown?
in English, nigga.
Through eyes.
What are your expectations?
Don't get sloppy. Don't get belligerent. Don't say nothing out about it. Don't offend nobody with no. Know what I mean, like just be a respectful individual.
And like, do you tell her like before you guys leave a function, or like you tell her like 3 months in, like, you know, in about 3 more months, I'm gonna start bringing you places, and you know how to behave. Like, how do you? That's what I'm asking. Like, how do you
that's why
communicate?
fam, I gauge after about 6 months. Okay, bro. After the period of time that I said, after a 6 month period, you're gonna have a relative understanding of like, all right, who this person is, and if you can bring them in the person. You're not gonna need to. Like, after a 6 month period, you're not going to need to give them a full breakdown on how to behave. You've been with this person for 6 months. Hopefully, they behave with some kind of decency and etiquette. You know?
So
You're saying, how do I communicate? It's going to be kind of established already. Like, we've been in English. Like, I don't need to say, hey.
in English, you just said you don't need to communicate, and then you said in English. Isn't English a form of communication?
No, but bro, you're saying, how do I, like, what do you
I just want to know
specifically
how
referring
you
to?
establish this with the person.
Okay, we stopped
Because the first thing I asked was like, do you just wait until they do something and then say something?
No.
You said no. So I'm like, okay, so how do you communicate it beforehand? And now you're saying in English, but you don't communicate beforehand. So now I'm still confused.
We get to the function, pull up, put it in park. Yo, babes, listen, here what I want. Yo, certain people I don't talk to here, so don't talk to them.
But if we're going to give them the rundown.
Well, this guy's answered the question. This is how he's
certain
expressing
people
his
here, I
expectations.
don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. Go on easy. Don't drink too much. I might need you to drive. Yo, you know when you get stupid, please, not today. That's it.
I don't even, my woman doesn't even get stupid like that. So for me to say not today, it's like.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? I'm showing you my
Yo, no.
I'm giving you the rundown. I'm like, yo, listen, we're here. Certain people I don't even deal with them. We might leave early. Like, I
I don't even have all these. We're at the same function. I don't have none of these hangups.
So that's what I was saying. Do you just wait till you get to the function, see how she behaves, and then go from there?
No, fam, it's not a mystery. I don't know who this person is. We've been in other situations, but I'm saying if you're going to be introduced to my family and I'm bringing you in at 6 months in, I'm assuming you know how to conduct yourself. And like, yo, fam, not much needs to be said. Now, if you get out of pocket, that's a whole different thing. I'm like, yo, here what? We're leaving right now.
Now
see?
she's a
I'm gonna give you a
sloppy
6 turnos. But like,
She's like, hey, babes.
like, holy, why you drinking my uncle? I told you not to drink with that nigga. And like, you know what I'm saying?
He said he's gonna give me a ride.
Here,
Why is he saying that?
Why is he saying
No,
that?
Bro, what the fuck?
Hold
Who
on.
did you go to the function with?
You don't
bro?
know certain uncles. Eh?
Why are these conversations happening?
No, they happen.
They're loose still. I've seen
These
bad things
coming-
happen.
Yeah.
I've seen
wild.
man try. I've seen.
I
I've
think-
seen fathers try to holler at their sons' women. You know what I'm saying? Like just in the history of being
This
a
is
West Indian person.
aggressive.
No, I've seen it,
Dog,
bro.
I've seen this. We've
It's
been
ferocious.
It's ferocious.
I'm not even denying your experience. I'm just saying it's aggressive, bro. That's
That's
a
what I'm
lot.
saying.
So yeah, like I
I
said.
already warned her about him. Like before we got there.
Yeah. There's no point in me like, what the hell? I got beer bathtub.
This guy, I'm just
I
thinking.
got beer bathtub, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same kind of time as like just from the time I spend with the woman, I think I have an idea if she's reasonable to bring around or
So
not.
how are you communicating that? Because you want to be so far. How are you communicating that with her?
I'm not, and that's the answer.
All right.
Like what I asked you.
You think you just
I gave you an opportunity to answer, and you, I said, "Are you just gonna go to the party?"
Them just talk to them through.
No, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna
What the
expect
fuck?
that she's not like crazy, and I'm gonna go to the function. If she acts crazy, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So that's what I asked you, and you said no. So then I had to ask you more questions.
I don't gotta discipline my woman. Like, oh, hear what? All his rules. I heard them.
Yeah. Listen, my family's super dysfunctional sometimes. Go on easy, don't drink too much. And let's live. That's it.
My girl don't even drink too much.
There you go.
Word. Last question. Can you have feelings for a woman before you guys have sex?
Yeah. You never had a crush, nigga?
I would hope so.
As an adult.
Having
Don't ask me about a
emotional
kid.
sex like this?
That's crazy.
Just having
Yeah,
emotional
you-
sex? I even do that.
Wait, what did you say?
Emotional sex.
Passionate.
Emotionless sex, sorry. Yeah, like you guys are just fucking with no emotion?
So emotionless.
That's emotionless sex.
Fam, they're completely different.
That's what I meant to
I'm
say.
not
sorry.
this is not what you said though.
Yeah, I knew
You
what
might have meant
That's
some
what I meant to
things,
say.
but what you actually did
Emotionless
was
sex.
different.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. You can't do that. I think you should like the person you're seeing or you're dating before you be intimate with them.
You might be interested, but like I mean like emotion, like you like them.
I think you should.
Now I want to know if I like you more.
You ever see a car you think you like
You know
and
what
then
I'm
drive it and like it more?
I mean, like, okay, I might be interested in somebody, I'm attracted to them, but emotionally, I feel like it takes a little time. Like, I feel like I have to get to know you as well.
You're
Like,
not loose with your feelings, but yo, you have you can still have an affinity or feel towards somebody. You don't got to be like, oh my god, bibs. Oh, all
So
these.
you like her, you have sex with her,
Like
just
them
don't
to the
her?
point, like, you would be with them before you guys have done anything.
I would need to observe you or like spend time with you to gauge that.
Like, you could even be willing to claim this person as your girlfriend before you guys have
had sex?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
That's what I mean to the degree of liking somebody, to the point where like you would commit yourself to them
Well, like,
before you even done that.
do you buy a car before you test drive it?
Sometimes.
You lose like that,
That's
eh?
reckless. Somebody owed you.
Yeah.
Those are expensive. Those are expensive. You should figure
All
it
I'm
out.
saying for big decisions, I don't know. As you get the things are these kind of questions are they're more innocent the younger you are, because it's more normal to romanticize and have these crush like ideas on people. You know, like, oh my God, you romanticize who this person is and everything about them. Then eventually, you start to figure out who they are and if they live up to your fantasy. But up until then, buddy, yeah, I think you can like people within reason, like responsibly. Like you can like them, have an affinity for them, want to engage with them, but not necessarily fucking melt into them. Like, oh my God, babes, I love you. Like, relax, you barely know her. You know what I'm saying? But you're allowed to like people. I think as humans, we should like people and should look forward to things.
Well, there's people that obviously, it's usually if they're more religious people that get married before they've even done anything. You know what I mean? So I was wondering if that concept exists in your mind. Could you even conceptualize that for yourself?
No.
Okay.
What about you?
I feel like all my answers got to be all righteous and shit like that.
Bro,
you know?
That's
you.
That's your brand.
Yeah.
I know. That's my
It's part of the reason you're here. Righteous up the place. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think, any man that wanna, have that exchange with a woman should have some sort of connection, So however that connection look to you, whether you're attracted to her, whether you like her, you love her, there's some sort of attraction before, the emotional, I think it should, that's very a mandatory thing, I think, just for also for energetic hygiene,
I would agree.
them way there, it's just about it's not just a physical thing I go on,
Right.
So I think just for them way, having some sort of emotional connection to them spirit, we say, yo, I feel locked in, but if at least say I want to enter that portal,
No, for true. So on the basis of his question, at this stage in your life, being the man you are and the journey you've had, would you be able to commit or marry someone before engaging with them physically?
I think having chemistry and a natural intimate connection sensually, I think that's also important for sustainability in a relationship. So I think that I think that's something that should happen. Or
I was just taking my question came from, because he posed it from the lens or the guise of a religious perspective. Where
I don't have a religion like that, but
right,
I understand that.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't necessarily have to. I reference religious people because they're the ones I see doing this most often. But this is basically the concept of committing yourself to this person. Like you like them that much, but you have not yet done that act. You haven't been intimate with them.
It's like a no sex.
Well, I feel like you like them enough to want to pursue them.
Could you conceptualize that for yourself? Do you think that you could have such a great feeling towards a woman before
you have to visualize to even want to pursue something, right? So you had to visualize some sort of connection to want to pursue it.
I would agree.
Right? So I think you have to by default, you have a connection to something that you want to pursue. Unless you're saying there is savage brothers who's just not even thinking about it, just want.
There's a lot of people not thinking about things.
There's a whole lot.
Not just brothers. There's a lot of women not thinking about things. There's a lot of people just acting out of.
Just flesh up the place.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're just looking for a lustful experience.
No, but it's true, right?
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a very
true.
surface level experience.
Not
It's very,
so many righteous things are going.
brother. You're
What about you?
absolutely.
Could I picture myself being with somebody before
Can you marry someone before you laid with them?
Right now, at this moment, no.
But here's the thing, I'm not.
So
Right now, at
like-
this moment, no, just because I don't think I found someone that I'm that.
No, I'm not asking if you have this person in your life. I'm saying, could you picture yourself? Do you think
That's what I'm saying. I don't
could
know.
do
I
that?
can't tell the future, right? So right now, at this moment, I don't know. But it's if I came across somebody that was I have a deep bond with them, possibly.
You know what? I'm not even gonna close the realm. If someone sparked those feelings inside of me,
Yeah,
and they said, "Yo, here what? X, I'm your perfect woman." See? But yo, I'm not give up the gates to the front that they lock me down. But yo, and if you're my perfect woman, I said, fuck, take a chance. You only live once. Try a thing.
Yeah, I've never experienced
I'm not against love.
that.
So I'm saying I haven't been that deeply bonded. You know what I'm saying? But if you're
It
out
also
there,
comes
you
from
know.
what you said, being younger. I remember being a kid and having a crush on a girl, and we never did nothing. But I'm certain this is the one.
Buddy,
I
yeah,
want this one
100%.
right here. But as an adult, I'm not even in a setting to where I'm seeing this same woman every day and developing these feelings prior to us even doing something. Usually as a man, you see a woman, like you go for her, and if she's interested in you, then things will usually progress quickly, and then you go from there. So I've never experienced it, but as a concept, maybe if I come across that woman and she's like, nah, I got it. Like you said, we're not doing that until you lock me down. I'm not gonna rule it out.
Right. Word. You have anything else? Last question?
That was the last of the short questions.
That was your last? All right. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you would like to say or ask the madam in general? You've been here. You've been a righteous part of the conversation. Any takeaways from your experience here?
No, it's just reasoning. You know, everybody just like talking they talk.
Right.
Right.
So go ahead.
What you about to say?
No, I was gonna ask you if you had any upcoming projects or anything that you would like to let the audience know that you're working on or towards, or what they can expect from you.
Shoot. I have a lot of things coming. Yeah, like mainly the book is going to be coming out early next year. I have some collabs with some pretty cool car brands. You know, I'm going to be vinyl wrapping some cars coming out soon. Shoot. I'm acting in a film.
All right, big up yourself.
Cool. That's interesting. It's kind of like a biopic thing, but it's a blend of like a story mixed in with my life story in it. But yeah, there's just some things happening. Just look out for me. And beyond like the social media too, I'm gonna make sure that the energy of my artwork has like a ripple effect in the real world. You know, so just look out for me in real time outside of your screen. Notice the artwork that's like out there. And I would like to say I am gonna step into offering more hands-on customizations from my hand, from my studio, because I realize in the next 5 to 10 years, there may not be too many things that were touched by a human hand. You know what I'm saying? And just to value the energy that goes into something that's handcrafted, it's about just preserving that part of the culture, you know? Like anywhere you go in the world, there's always that, like the artist markets where you see the handcrafted stuff. And I think that's a big part of the vitality of the culture, you know? So I'm gonna be doing that. So just look out for different workshops and like community engagements from my studio space, Ever Living Gallery. It's downtown. I ain't gonna put out the address. It's appointment early only. Hit me up online, tap in. Social media, stay relevant. The gallery page is Ever Living Gallery. And yeah, just making sure that people, places, and things around us feel the art. So that's
awesome.
where we at.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's wicked. That's wicked. Madam, you have any final sentiments before sign off?
It's a righteous conversation still.
Yeah.
Super.
Give thanks.
Like there was some high level reasoning going on. So
yeah, man, for real. Thanks.
yeah, the madam definitely appreciate you stopping by the studio. I think the episode was solid. So yeah, big up yourself.
There was a lot of overstanding. Appreciate that.
So close, appreciate it. So yeah, on behalf of Uncommon Sense, again, we'd like to thank you for coming by. The audience at home, I'm sure they've taken away a lot from the righteousness you presented for the madam. That being said, it's your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram.
Money Mitch 54X Mitch on Instagram.
Plug in your handle one more time for the people that are at home.
Yeah, stay relevant. Tap in.
Boom. And we're on Common Sense. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell at the top for notifications every time we drop. And make sure you tune in wherever you get your podcast content. Peace. We out of here.
Mm-hmm.